All right. Hi. How is everybody? Looks like we're to week
E-
3 or whatever.
ev-
Yeah.
Everybody
Everybody. Yeah.
is
By
just
that,
me and you.
well, and the audience. Hi, audience. You're here.
Okay, yeah,
Maybe like
whatever. You guys too, I guess.
Jake. Jake might be the only person here. Maybe I think he's the only person interested, or the random person that accidentally clicked on it because you watch someone that has like low viewership, and then it's giving you us because it's like, oh, you like low viewer nobody. So here you go.
Is
So
that
hi.
how it works?
I think I'm not
I,
really for sure.
the algorithm is like kind of weird, you know.
Yeah, it
I
is.
never know.
It's really weird. But welcome back. As you may all notice, it is only I, your main host Luna, and my co-host Isaac here today because Keeg is
Yes.
on a very special mission for this week's episode and next week's. But hopefully he'll be back 3
Yeah, very special.
weeks.
And I think
Not this
I
episode,
think
not
he's
next, the episode after that. So like
yeah. So he's
yeah.
preparing. He's preparing for whatever, and then he's gonna be
Then
gone.
yeah,
and
then he's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So it's just
yeah,
gonna
it's
be
just
us,
us
which
two.
is probably for the
Yes.
better, honestly, for how this episode's gonna be, because Keeg would be here for like a good half of it, and that would kind of be it. So
Yeah.
let's get the formalities out of the way. This is gonna be a Gamescom discussion episode. But that will be later in the episode. Let's get the normal stuff out of the way. So like, how's your week been, Isaac? You relatively know how mine has
It's been
been, but
good.
the audience doesn't. Well, I'll get to
Yeah.
that when I get to that.
Yeah, it was good. Nothing, just living the dream. Nah, but that ass though, it's good. Just
We watched more
working,
Evangelion.
family, watched more. Yep, we.
Yeah.
I wish Keeg was here so I can
Yeah,
bitch
we
about him.
funny thing. So we were going to watch End of Evangelion, and then I was almost just gonna go ahead and watch it without one of our friends because I'm such a lovely person like that. And then we decided not to. But then Keegan hadn't seen the show, and the way he was speaking, he was going to watch End of Evangelion with us. So I said, "Fuck it. Well, we can watch Death and Rebirth because the first half is a recap, and the second half is the first parts of End of Evangelion." So we ended up doing that. We watched the first half of Rebirth, which was the first time I have ever watched it in my like 4 viewings of Evangelion. I've never watched this thing. It was actually really interesting, and it was some of the most schizophrenic editing. And honestly, it would never be how I first show anybody it. But Keeg never has time for me to like watch any show with him, and if so, it's like 1 to 2 episodes. And I'm an impatient little bitch, and I don't want that. I wanna watch the show. I wanna binge it. So unfortunately, we are in that position. So we showed him Death and Rebirth, and we figured that he was gonna stick around. Our other friend gets on afterwards, and well, actually, he joins first, and he's like, "Do I have to be here?" And I'm like, "No, fuck off. You can go play Deep Rock or some shit." And then he does. And then whenever he comes back, we go to watch Into Evangelion, and Keeg's like, "Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was fun to watch that. Anyways, bye," and like left. So yeah, then we watched End of Ava, and that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah,
Like it
it
is
was
every
fun.
time. It's
Yeah.
fun when you open up, and the question is, Shinji in the hospital. What is Asuka gonna do in the room? Um,
Yeah. He baited us. It's insane. He's like, oh
it was
yeah,
really funny.
I'll watch this, and I'm like looking at the time. I was like, huh. Key usually has a hard out. Key's a busy
Yeah,
person. So I was like, all right, is he sticking around? And no, he didn't.
yeah, no,
He's like, he actually stuck around for a little bit longer. He's like, I'm going to go do something else. And then just kind of was quiet for like an
yeah,
hour and then left.
yeah. And yeah, and as you all would know if you watched our couple previous episodes, that is just what Keeg does. It is a very
Yeah.
normal thing for him to do, and sometimes it's extremely annoying.
He
But yeah,
has the self-control of a saint or whatever. I don't know. But like he can like, I'm leaving. It's like, I have set my way to like leave at this specific time because I have shit to do. Unlike me, who will stick around for hours. Fuck it.
and it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
my
I'd
fault,
work.
I swear.
it's
There's
your
been many
fault.
there's been many a reasons when Isaac and I are talking, and he had to go at like 12 p.m. his time, and now it's like 4 in the morning his time. And he's like, and the others in our party need to be like, Isaac, go the fuck to sleep. Leave. Stop letting her keep you here. It is quite consistent.
It's all about someone like makes some comment. I have to comment on it. It's like it's always some joke I have to make. Whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So I just stick around.
No, I get that.
But
yeah.
Luna, what have you been up to?
Well, as you know, I started playing CS:GO, or not CS:GO, CS2.
Yep.
My bad.
CS2,
I keep trying to get used to that. And it's actually been a detriment for me to get anything done. In all honesty, what happened was I saw that Riley girl, you know, the cat girl Battlefield gameplay, in which everybody said she was a cheater, but anybody with like actually a brain can recognize she isn't. But you know, most gamers are actually very low level skill, and it makes me smile knowing I actually am kind of cracked.
Do you think it's like an agenda thing? You know,
I think it's a mix of things. I think at the core of it, besides her being trans, at the core of it, you have a player that looks like they're playing Battlefield like Call of Duty, and that pisses enough people off. On top of she's trans, on top of she has a cat girl VTuber. So I think all of those. I can't say it's just one thing because it's more than that.
Okay.
That's where I come from. I mean, to be fair with you, I think it's like I said, it's like both. I couldn't say it's one or the other. And with that being the case, that's how it is. But I saw her playing, and then it made me like sit there, and I'm like, I need to get cracked. So I started playing Aim Labs to try to like work on my aim. But then Aim Labs kind of fucking sucks. I don't know why people like it. I'm not paying monthly for your stupid fucking aim program. Like, I would rather just like go play and learn from it. There's like another one called
monthly for that.
Okay, you don't have to, but for some of the better features, you have to pay monthly, because it's free. But I'm thinking about once I get another job, I'm gonna get Kovacs, which is another aim training thing. And I saw a lot of people more recommending Kovacs, and you buy Kovacs instead of the way everything else goes, and you buy it, and relatively it tends to be a pretty decent aim trainer from what I've seen too. There's another one, I don't know how that one is. It's just Aim Labs is like the free one that's also like pretty big and well known, so you know, that is what it is. But you know, that gets us to where, like I said, I started playing CS2, and let's see, let me check. I started playing CS2 on the 14th, I think, and I haven't played it any today, but I already have 7.7 hours on just casually playing it, so yeah, it's probably a problem, all things considered. Today is Tuesday, of course, when we record this, so I haven't played God of War yet, because I got busy hanging out with a friend yesterday. And yeah.
It's like mounting, you know. It's like the start of an addiction. You know, like when you notice your friends, like, you know, start acting different slightly. You know, you're just like, you know, let it slide. But then, like, you know, eventually they have track marks and their eyes are like bulging out of their head or whatever. You know.
For me, it's like I played Battlefield and like I liked that beta. It was cool, I guess. But like at the same time, oh whoops! I hope that didn't fuck up the recording. I just uninstalled Battlefield 6. So if you heard the Microsoft the Windows if you heard that, that's what that was, and we're gonna hope everything's okay. Anyways, yeah, we're kind of at the point where I just like I want a multiplayer shooter to play that I find fun, but like I kind of can't find that. Call of Duty, which we'll get into later tonight. I have a lot to talk about with Black Ops 7. But Call of Duty just doesn't do it for me anymore. Fortnite is but I kind of go into like moods of wanting to play that game. Battlefield is okay, but if I'm playing Battlefield, I have to be playing with friends. I do not play that shit by myself. You know, I mean, I play Dead by Daylight as killer, but like that's not exactly like FPS, you know.
Yeah.
And I need that. I'm looking for a scratch that I need to, I got an itch I need to scratch. And CS2 is actually the game which apparently I always thought, excuse me, I had to burp. I always thought that I would like suck at Counter-Strike, but apparently not. Apparently I'm kind of cracked. I mean, I don't know. I don't play
Okay.
ranked for a lot of reasons in a lot of games. And because of that, I specifically decided to just, play Arms Race, which is like their gun game for you Call of Duty enjoyers. And also play just deathmatch, and I have a lot of fun with that. Isaac watched me play it for like 4 straight hours one day
Yeah,
because he was busy.
I'll get into why. I'll get into why I did that. But yeah.
But like, yeah, as you can tell, as a first-hand experience, like I have fun with it, and I'm not bad. It seems.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. I mean, it seems good to me. I don't know if I'm not like
I
a
had
pro with
I
that
had
shit
like
anyway.
first place on most death matches that I played like that day,
Yeah.
and it was like MVP.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm not a pro. I wouldn't be able to tell you like, oh, you didn't take a fucking turn over here. She's a fucking loser or whatever. Oh, I can't believe she didn't do that. What a fucking rookie she is. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
And
I assume
I
you did
will
good.
say I
mean,
do
he
have
plays Ty a lot,
Prime.
so.
I have Prime for CS2, which basically is just where
Okay.
you buy it for $15. It's just you put down $15. That's it. And when you have Prime,
Yeah.
you can get like cosmetics through some challenges, and you also just you get like a status on your account, so it kind of like filters you out from playing with people who don't have Prime. From
Okay.
what I can understand, that's kind of the gimmick. So, I mean, I got a
Okay.
free case from it. I just can't open it because I'm not dropping like 150 on it. I'm gonna be honest with you, like low key, I'm not doing that.
I hope you mean $1.50, right?
Yeah, $1.50. Yeah. No,
Okay.
$1.49 plus tax, but
Okay.
you get
Yeah.
it.
I was to fucking flip out. It's like
No,
no fucking way.
no,
You're spending $150 on a key to open up some silly box.
no. So yeah, there's that. What else? I reinstalled Deadlock yesterday because I'm a very very weak woman. And they added a vampire lady with a umbrella and a pistol, and due to that, I am extremely weak. And it is the easiest
You
way
know
to make
what?
me install your game is to make a Luna Bay
You,
character.
you know what's insane to me?
What would that be?
Because I always find it weird that there's this weird phenomenon with me that a game has a really cool art style,
Yeah.
but the type of game it is just kind of turns me off from it. Because
No,
I
I
think
feel that.
Deadlock has a really sweet art style. They're like 1920s, 30s aesthetic with all this like supernatural and technology
yeah.
shit. I'm like, oh, this looks really dope.
But it's a
It's
MOBA.
like you said, it's a MOBA.
Look, I think you could get into it though. I think you
I
could.
probably could.
I mean, didn't
I
you play
probably
Pokemon
could.
Unite with me? Weren't you one of the people that I got playing that?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then we played a bit of Smite. We played.
Yeah.
I was definitely
Look,
more into it back
I will
years
tell
ago.
you. I will tell you. Out of the two MOBAs, three, I guess, Smite 1 and 2, which Smite isn't the best MOBA, but I'm not touching League of Legends. Deadlock is the most interesting, fascinating, and fun MOBA that I've played, and
Okay.
like I would actually recommend it. I mean, it's free. It's on Steam.
Okay.
You just have to like put in for it. So I'm also totally
Yeah.
not trying to coerce you so that I have someone to play it with that isn't our one friend that has it. Because all things considered, he has it, but we haven't played it in a while, and he's not always on, so it kind of makes it a little whatever.
Of course he has.
Oh
it.
wait, I have to invite you. That's right. I would have to invite you since I'm in the game because I had to get like an invite from Valve, but now it's like friends invite their friends. No, I got an invite from him because he got an invite, and then he invited me. Yeah, that's what it was. It's actually even cooler because like between the last build I played and this build, they've upped the art style even further, and it's now like even cooler.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. It looks like even more. It looks a lot more stylistic than what it was, and it has like a hub lobby, which is cool. And when you look at your friends on Steam when they're playing it, it'll have like a specified whatever character they're playing in the lobby. They'll have a different like term. So like blanking in the hideout. So like since I was playing Mina and just hanging out in the hideout, it was like taking a bite in the hideout or grabbing a bite.
Okay. Yeah,
it's really neat.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Other than that, I've been playing Warframe.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Yeah. Which you might have noticed that, and I haven't done God of War yet. I'm probably going to record that either later tonight or, either later tonight or like maybe fucking I don't know, tomorrow.
Okay.
And I started playing Abiotic Factory with one of our buddies, because he kind of had an intrigue in the game, in general. And I was like, sure, I'll start a world and we can play it. He's not really big into the crafting and survival stuff. Of course, I am. So I was like, don't worry, I'll do more of the grindy stuff so that we can progress the story and you have like an easier time while you're not playing. And he was like, okay, that's cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I read the newest chapter of Chainsaw Man this week. Sorry.
I was gonna say, have you been reading anything? No,
yeah, I read that.
Okay. Yep.
That was fascinating. I have never been so flabbergasted, but let me tell you, the words at the one of the characters was talking about how like another character killed several of her colleagues and her multiple times, and then Denji was like, "Huh, wait, but you're alive," and she was like, "Yeah," and then she dropped the most nuclear bomb fucking line of dialogue I've ever heard of. At age 14, I made a contract with the STD devil, and then was like, with his power, any human who has sex with me becomes me in both mind and body. And then she's like, yeah, and I did it all over the world so that I could kind of have me in multiple countries. And it's like, yeah, with all the chaos, I've lost a lot of them, but we've been exchanging information that way. And I was like, that is. First, I was flabbergasted.
Insane.
Yeah, first I was flabbergasted. That's insane. But second, I'm like, this is the most interesting way to have like a character be in multiple places at multiple times and exchange information. And like, I'll say, if I was, writing Chainsaw Man, I would not think, oh, well, clearly she had the STD devil make a contract with her, and because of that, that's how she gets all the information. That's how she's all across the world. That's not something that would be in my head. And Fujimoto yet again writes some like batshit insane writing, and yeah. Then there was some other stuff that happened in that chapter, but I continue to keep that very subtle because I want you to read the shit and like get to experience it. But that was something that was so batshit insane, I had to just post because it just was. And then I started reading Ava's manga. I've owned it physically for like quite a while, but I have never actually read it and all the way through, and I decided to do that. So, anyways, how's your week been, Isaac?
Well, I finally decided what game I'm gonna play next.
Nice. What is it?
I am playing Days Gone Remastered.
I need to play that eventually.
I was like, you know what? I originally thought I owned it, like on the PS4, but I guess I just played it through PS Super Duper, whatever. Yeah. So I ended up having to buy it, which is fine, no biggie. But
should have bought it on PC.
Yeah, that's kind of what
I'm going. Have you a new PC gameplay?
Yeah, okay. No, it's because I've always wanted to. I've always wanted to do I want to do like a New Game Plus playthrough, right?
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? This is like a perfect incentive to get me to do it. So
yeah.
That's what I'm doing game-wise. Besides, just playing Rivals occasionally. I guess new updates coming Friday or some shit, or Friday of recording.
I need to get back into recording that. Well, yeah, that would still be this Friday. Episode goes out on Wednesday.
Yeah, sure.
This on Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it game-wise. Movie-wise, we watched End of Ava and we watched Death and Rebirth. Which was fun, of course.
I think that was your first time watching Death and Rebirth as well.
It was, yes, yeah. So
we need to get back into watching. You and I need to get back into watching Devilman Crybaby.
Yes,
which was also something that was very batshit insane for the little bit we watched of it.
I haven't really watched any shows, to be honest. I'm waiting for Peacemaker.
Until we do the watching Has Been Hotel.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I know queer person not watching Has Been Hotel is like somewhat debatable. But also at the same time, not surprising that queer person has not watched it. I don't know. I watched the pilot to that show and thought it was cool when I was in like when I was like 18 or 19, whenever the fuck that dropped. I thought it was cool, and then it like came out, and then a lot of the people that really, really like it are they're interesting. Yeah. Okay, 2019. Yeah, I was right. Um,
Okay.
but I have heard many things about its writing, and it has kind of always been on my list to watch eventually, to at least give my own criticisms, and I just never found the time. So yeah, but at the same time, it pisses me off because I watched this video where it's like a Robot Chicken clip, and then it was like, oh, here's the voice actors for these characters, and Keith David was in it. And instead of showing any of the numerous things, it's actually funny because I put a tweet out on this. Um, it made me feel like a dinosaur because they show his has-been hotel character, and I'm like, you know, uh, his character in Princess and the Frog, whose name escapes me every time.
Oh, fuck
Um,
yeah. Damn it.
Spawn, the Arbiter. There's a lot of
Yeah.
other characters you could have shown there, and instead you show his has-been hotel character. Um, I think I'm turning into oil slowly but surely. Wow. Uh, so that happened. But anyways, my point being, it is something that's on my watch list so that I can actually have my own opinion of it rather than just listening to people. But I know I probably don't want to watch it on my own, and I'm at least going to force Isaac to watch it with me because
This fucking greedy slut. Um, uh, yeah, yeah, I mean, I'm down, you know. I think, like show wise, like I'm waiting for Peacemaker to drop because
I need
I
to
think
watch
it drops
Peacemaker.
Friday. Yeah, season 2 drops. I hear it's good. I hear it's like a different tone from what like the first one was. Um, but yeah, it's I'm actually really excited for that. I thought the first season was really good. So,
Oh,
also they're doing like episodes are weekly, so
yeah.
which I like. I like that format. I know that might be a hot take for some, but I kind of like watching an episode, especially like a long, like 40-minute episode or whatever, and then waiting. You know.
Yeah, because you don't have the time
That,
to. You might have the time turner, as Keeg likes to say, with your ability to play and watch all this shit, but you don't have the ability to just binge watch everything in one sitting for like an
no.
8 episode 45-minute series. So then people are spoiling shit because you're like, holy fuck, you don't have a job, and it sucks
Yeah,
for you.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, see, okay, look, it's not. It's just good time management. Okay.
No, truly, it is.
um, but reading wise, last week I said I was gonna read Batman No Man's Land, which is when an earthquake hits Gotham and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
I uh underestimated it, and I also slightly fucked up.
Yeah,
So
you
like
did.
I didn't read the initial earthquake incident, which is called Batman Cataclysm. So I just kind of jumped right
Oh.
into No Man's Land. So I had to go back, read Cataclysm, which is kind of a sad story if you read it all, because like you get to see the perspectives of the earthquake actually happening. So like you get to see like Black Cat, fucking Catwoman has to be realized because like some of these people are like Gothamites. They
Yeah.
love their city. It's like if an earthquake hit like New York or Boston or whatever. These people love their city, and
Yeah.
like now it's just all destroyed and like relatively quickly. But I had to read that, and then it turns out that if I want to read every single aspect of it, like everything, it ends up being almost 100 comic book issues I have to read.
Oh my god.
Yes. And I was like, I'm at the point where I'm just like, okay, I just have to figure out what the main series is and just go for that because I don't really want to read all these crazy tie-ins.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, I'll watch Luna play CS:GO for like 4 hours or whatever you did because like I want to get through this, but like I am at the point where I'm just like I'm probably just gonna skip ahead or just like cut out the
Yeah.
tie-in stuff. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, it's interesting so far. I think I must be halfway through it or some shit because I did hear something happens with like behind the scenes, but the art switched and which is fine, but like also the tone kind of switched because like originally it was just like kind of more darker, but now like all the Bat family are back in, so just it's a little lighter tone I guess so far. I don't know, but I'm not at some infamous moment yet, but it's interesting. So
When you get there, you'll let us know, right?
I'll let you know. I'll let you know what it is. It's as bad as it is. I don't know if it's like it's like a character gets screwed over so much that it's bad, or if like something really bad legitimately does happen. So, um, besides that, I actually I decided to read a 40K short story.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's called The King of Pigs. It's
Isn't it like a crazy Slanesh one? Didn't you like explain this to me one time?
uh, uh no, what was the Slanesh thing? Did I explain
No, maybe it
was it the
wasn't a
planet person?
maybe it wasn't a
Is it?
Slanesh thing. You said there was like
Yeah,
one that
because
was
this
like
one's like
crazy dark where like they go into like some like flesh
oh
demon thing.
it's the Demon Calabra, Demon
Yeah, yeah,
Cabasa,
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
That's what
Yeah,
you never
yeah,
mind, that's what you told me about. Okay.
yeah. This one is a this guy. He lives in a hive city, and he works at a factory that produces meat, right?
Okay.
So what they do is um, these genetically altered pigs are moved down a conveyor belt, and he just kills them along the way. You know, like those like needle guns they use on like sheep
Yeah.
or like animals. Yeah. So basically, what he does, it goes down a conveyor belt, and he just kills it, and it moves down, right?
Yeah.
And the tragic backstory for this character is one day, his husband, by the way, he's
Oh,
married to a
wow.
guy.
Oh.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I was like, oh, hey,
Nice inclusivity.
um, good. Yeah, right. Good for them. But
Don't let certain Warhammer
he,
fans hear about that. Ooh.
yeah, right. Oh, he, his husband is like a guardsman who is stationed on the planet or in the city. So he's relatively busy, but they had a daughter together. And like one day the daughter was really sick,
Wait, how's that work?
but he got a call. Oh, adoption.
Oh, okay.
There
I
are plenty
look,
of
I'm going to
ward
be honest with
orphans.
you. I'm going to be honest with you. I I'm very surface level with Warhammer. So you said they had a
Yeah,
daughter together, so I figured that you
yeah,
were going to
yeah.
give me like an actual explanation where it's like, well, you see, they took like parts of some sperm from one and the other, and then they basically using, technology, they kind of form them into one and then like put it into an artificial egg so that then they can have like a child. And I thought that's what it was going to be, but instead it was just, well, war orphan, I guess.
That's heresy. You can't clone people.
Well, it's
Even
not
like
cloning. It's
there's
just,
a
it's
I
like
mean yeah,
it's like
genetic. Okay, fair enough.
yeah, it's like genetic. I mean,
Yeah,
okay, maybe not an artificial egg. Maybe it is like an egg that's like donated or whatever the fuck.
yeah. But
Look,
like
I wouldn't be
their
surprised if the
daughters.
Empire just like finds dead people like, in the battlegrounds. They're like, well, what can we rip out of this body and like purpose for
Oh, you
other
know what they do with
things?
dead people?
Oh
They
no.
grind them up into food.
Yeah.
There's a food source called corpse starch, and they just kind of like grind it up, put it into little like tuna cans. Um, but anyway,
Funny way to say
his
spam.
daughter, spam, yeah, pretty much. Um, his daughter's really sick, but he gets a call from work, and the boss is just like, "Hey, you got to come in." He's like, "Oh, my daughter's sick." It's like, "Well, too bad, or you're fired," you know. And it's like, "Oh, I need this job or whatever." So he decides to go into work, and the daughter ends up dead because like she had like I don't know something like a really high fever. She wasn't gonna like he had to be like there if something went wrong, but um, but yeah, so he's just going through the motion, super depressed. But then one day, the conveyor belt breaks, and like they send
Oh.
teams in to go fix it, but from the hole of the conveyor belt comes a little tiny piglet, like a little teacup piglet,
Oh.
and he's like, I can't kill this thing. So he decides to put it under his desk and occasionally like pets it and stuff like that as he continues to work. But
Aw.
yeah, right, it's really cute.
That's kind of sweet.
But uh one day he gets like cut and he just kind of like just bandages up or whatever, but like as the story progresses it gets infected and the infection starts to grow up his arm.
Oh.
And at the same time, because he has the pig under his desk in this little like hole where there's like wires and stuff, the pig starts to grow and it gets too big, so he has to like essentially take it home.
Yeah.
Which
Understandable.
which would be stealing rations because
It's food.
it's food, and the way it works is most of the food they make, I think like 2/3 of the food they make gets shipped out and goes to either the military or the planet Terra, which is Earth. So it's like, oh, you stole a whole ass pig. That's you can't do that. That's like you could get executed for that shit. But
Yeah.
so he goes, steals the pig, has like an altercation with his boss, blacks out during it, but then wakes up in his house. So that's fun. And also, as the story progresses, you get to see what it's like in a hive city while it's getting actively invaded.
Oh.
It's like it starts off as just like, oh, there's people touched down or whatever outside the city, and then like as it progresses, like, oh, now they're bombarding the city with like orbital strikes and stuff like that.
All right.
Yeah,
And then he's just
an
going day to
interesting
day
view.
back to the meat factory.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, it's like who cares? We have to work. We have to pay the tithe, or they'll fucking like start killing people. Not as in like the Imperium will like start doing shit because every planet has a reason to exist, essentially. I know like the big meme is like, oh, when a planet in Star Wars gets destroyed, it's a big deal, but when a planet in 40K, it's not. It actually is a big deal because like all these planets have resources and stuff like that, or like have a purpose.
Yeah, and like then the trade route is all fucked up, and then it's like, okay, well these three
Exactly, and then,
planets
like,
now don't have the food processing planet, and because of that, they're fucking
yeah,
starving.
because of that, exactly. It's like the planet or the city in Dark Tide. I don't remember the name of it, but like that planet makes, yeah, right. That planet makes tanks. So
yeah, so like if shit happens there, then like tank production goes down.
It's like, yeah, exactly. That's why like that Inquisitor who's in charge of it is like, okay, well I'm gonna try to rescue this city because like those tanks are kind of important. Or like the planet in the first Space Marine game is Graia focuses on making Titans because like giant mechs are kind of important.
Yeah. Is that the like giga giant ones, like the ones that
it's like
the figure
varies,
is like
yeah,
$800,000 or some absurd shit?
Some bullshit. Yes. Yeah, because I think at the end of the game you like control one for like a little bit. But so like he manages to have this pig and like his infection's still growing and like invaders have reached the city and stuff like that, and you don't really get a sense of who exactly is invading until until you start seeing like flies start to go around the city and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, okay, I get it. Yes, because the infection on his arm is growing, but it's not killing him. The pig is seemingly communicating with him. He has dreams of an old man in a garden with his daughter there as well. I'm like, okay, it's a Nurgle invasion.
Oh.
Yeah, it's I won't. I won't say what happens at the end, but it's very neat. I was like, okay, this was pleasant. I mean, it wasn't pleasant, but it is pleasant. But I was like, I'm not gonna. I just like I need a break from Batman. But I mean, I won't get a break from Batman because we're gonna have to talk about Batman in a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. Do you want to go ahead and start talking about Gamescom?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's
all right, this is the.
Oh, actually, wait. Actually, before we do that, I'm so sorry. I think we should talk about Helldivers.
Oh, actually, you're right. I earlier I was literally sitting there like, we're doing Helldivers next. Once this ends, we're doing Helldivers. So, Helldivers just announced they're going to have an official ODST Warbond, which is really fucking cool. It's going to have the silenced SMG from Halo 3 ODST. No surprise. You're going to get the kind of like default rookie type gear. I feel like it has a technical name because a lot of Halo does, and I sound like I'm butchering it by not being like, I sound like a fake fan,
The game calls it Helljumper, I believe.
Yeah, the A-9 Helljumper kit, and then the A35 Recon kit, which is more like a Dare from the same game. Yeah. But yes, then the weapons are the M7S SMG, silence SMG, the MA5C assault rifle, which is awesome. and then the M90A shotgun, which I hope it's a biblically accurate Halo shotgun, because this is going to be the shotgun of all shotguns in Helldivers, and Girly going to be eating because she loves her shotguns. You can ask Isaac.
I underestimated what they thought that they were going to do.
This was my dream. This was my dream, and I got it.
I was like, all right, they're going to do like the SMG, maybe the pistol, the sniper,
Oh yeah,
like
the
an armor
silenced
set or
pistol
two,
from
and it'll be
Halo
amazing.
3 ODST is also being added with the M6C SOCOM, and then also a skin for the car that they have, the exosuit, the Hellpod, and the shuttle. You're getting an armor passive called Feet First. I don't know what the fuck that does. Player banners, capes, and a new player title.
So what it does is it makes your footsteps are quieter, your legs don't get crippled, and you can spot points of interest like I think 30 meters further away than you normally be able to.
This is like they gave me my kit. They gave me my kit for how I solo play. You realize that, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like they finally fed me. Solo Helldivers eating good tonight.
Yeah, especially like your stealthy ones. You know, you can actually just like sneak by things. It's like,
but see, I don't want to be rocking the SMG. I think I want to take the shotgun. I'm like so excited.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was like, okay, they're just gonna do the Killzone stuff, which I know they.
To be fair, they added a lot of the Killzone stuff. Like it was like
they got the
armor
important
kits
stuff
and like what was it?
It was the
two
assault
primaries,
rifle, the sniper.
Two primaries, and like a stratagem support weapon. Which, like, that's a lot, and all things considered.
The armor is actually, like, really good, because, like, a 50% resistance to, like,
everything.
It's all, like...
to everything.
To everything, yeah.
Because I have those armor kits. I got those armor kits.
I do, too. I
grinded up the fucking... Yeah, I grinded up the super credits, and I just got it.
Yeah, I grinded up money from my bank account.
To be fair... The good one. You played it like most people play gacha games with the credit card gameplay.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have a lot to talk about with that too for the Gamescom stuff. Yawn, yuck. But it is a legendary war bond, and supposedly, I think I have access to the Helldivers Discord. Maybe they kind of do a little more of a discussion on this, but they are apparently adding a new system. Oh yeah, okay. So they said a quick heads up: legendary war bonds aren't compatible with the new premium war bond token launching in 26. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Okay, so the when you buy like the Super Citizen Edition or whatever, and it comes with the very first
and it gave you credits for like the first war bond. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So if you buy it, like basically they're integrating the first war bond into the main game naturally. So if you manage to have that already, they give you a token that you can use on other war bonds if you don't have them already.
Okay. Well, I'm missing 3 of them, and once I get the jetpack teleporting one, I was gonna save 1,500, which is going to be the cost for the new ODST Legendary War Bond. And from what it seems, all crossovers are going to start being Legendary War Bonds. Maybe there's going to be original Legendary War Bonds, but from what the precedent, my bad, I fucked up in speaking. What the precedent is setting here is that crossover War Bonds are going to be like full-on ones, but they're going to cost like $15 instead. I'm completely fine with that, honestly. I feel like Helldivers is not a pay-to-win game, especially for how much you can earn just with that. Like, you do not have to put... The fact that the Legendary War Bond isn't just $15 outright, and it's still, like, the currency, and you can still earn it, is insane. But, that's where we're at, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah, no, good on them. Good, like they managed to bridge a gap for gamers or whatever that like we didn't think would happen, where like, oh yeah, now like you could like boot the trailer up for Xbox and immediately get a PlayStation logo right after. Like that's actually it's cool to see.
We all knew
that, like,
PlayStation would be last to the race. Well, the true last to the race is Nintendo, but they're never putting that shit on anything else.
If legitimately, if Nintendo puts all their stuff or some of their stuff on another system, we know it's cooked. We know we've hit some kind of level of fucked up if Nintendo does it.
I don't even think it's that. I think it would be relatively... I feel like Nintendo would profit off of that so hard. Because families are still going to buy Nintendo consoles. Do you know how much easier it is to like, and this is coming from a single woman who's probably not going to be having like any kids or anything like that, but do you know how easy it is? Just get like the family console. You know, you have all the fun games and stuff that are just like party games and shit for when your friends come over and all that. And you just have it on the one console with like the small controllers that are easy. Like when you buy like a set of Joy-Cons, that's 2 controllers for the price of 1.
That's 2 controllers, yeah.
And having a console that's handheld that you can take, like, you could set that up in your kitchen while everybody's at the table, like, having some snacks and shit, put the thing in the center, and, like, sit on, like, one side of the table, and everybody can be playing the game at the same time. And, like, that's cool. Yeah. That is cool. But then the idea that if some of their games came to other platforms, they would still benefit off it. They'd probably benefit more.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, probably, but, like, people would still buy the Switch, because it's the convenience. You know? Yeah. Like, oh, that's going to be my Pokemon console. Or my Animal Crossing console or stuff. But either way, yeah. Helldivers 2. Now we can get to the Gamescom stuff, right?
One more thing.
One more thing.
This is one last thing. So if I was to give any tip to anyone who plays Helldivers, right? Nothing gameplay-wise, but what I would say is take breaks often. You know, sometimes some people only play one game, but like, you know, it gets a little tiring if you just play the same thing over and over again.
He's wrong. Stop playing 2K. Stop playing Call of Duty. Buy Helldivers. Play it. It's way better.
And the other one is, and I know because currently games are really large file size and stuff like that, so sometimes you can't keep multiple. Like, so I had to buy an external SSD for my PlayStation, you know, but like if you have the game installed, check, like, at least boot it up once a week, because there's a dedicated like player base that will get most of the major orders done. Yeah. So that way you can just reap the rewards of the other players. It's free medals.
If your medals get to 250, spend them. Even if you don't want the shit, spend it. Because once it gets to 250, the extra shit you get from people doing the major orders, that doesn't stack. 250 is the hard cap. You don't get anything past that. So you're always... I know I ended up doing that. I sat at 250. I got like 5 or 4 major orders done, and I was like, oh, fuck. Well, I can't spend that anymore.
Yeah. Now we can talk about the Gamescom.
Oh, actually, one last thing to add on to the Helldivers.
One more thing.
If there's any PlayStation players out there and they are being insufferable and team killing you because you're an Xbox player, just know I personally hate them. I personally think that they are the reason why some gaming communities suck, because of gatekeepers like that. I cannot imagine being fucking mad that my exclusive, quote unquote, because you're such a fucking loser and you care about your shitty fucking $600 piece of plastic that much, that the fucking logo like goes into your mouth like a cock. Those people they're doing that, they can go fuck themselves, and there's a very special place in hell waiting for them. And I hope that they know that one day they will see the wrongs of their actions, and they will they'll have to deal with that. Anyways,
that was
go on to Gamescom.
Extreme, but I mean,
it was a little extreme. Yeah, but I saw a lot of people talking about that. Like, I'm gonna team kill all the fucking Xbox people. Those people suck specifically. But yeah, Gamescom. So let's first talk with the pre-show. Pre-show is going to be really quick because there's not much to really talk about except for at the end. But that's for me. So first we had a Bubsy 40. Looks okay, I suppose.
It's fucking Bubsy.
I mean, it looks okay. Like I'm indifferent.
It looks okay. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
They had a strategy Battlestar Galactica game. I don't have any knowledge on the IP, so I don't fucking have anything to say on that one at all.
Yeah, I don't. It's the one with the robots with like the red eye.
They have the toaster head.
Yeah, toaster head. Yes.
That's all I know. Yeah. LucasArts remaster of some cowboy boomer shooter called Outlaws. That looks cool, I guess.
I didn't play that shit either.
Sorry. Look, I didn't. That's like before my time, as well as like I've never heard of this. Dench Attack or Denshi. I couldn't really tell because it was a super stylized logo, but
I think it's Dench Attack.
Yeah, Dench Attack, all one word. That's what I wrote down. With an exclamation point. It looks fun. It's like a cracked stylized train game.
Yep.
Honestly, Isaac, you probably saw that and you were like, well, Luna will be getting this probably.
I like Luna will buy it because it'll probably be really cheap.
And play through it, and she'll talk about how
And
cool
play
it
it,
is,
yeah,
and
and
then we'll never hear about it again. It looks cool.
Yeah,
I don't know what Keeper was, but I wrote it down and said, I don't know, I don't really care on my notes. So
Keeper.
I honestly I don't remember. He-Man beat 'em up. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
I immediately sent that to my stepfather. That is his gen, and that's pretty cool. Absalom. That looked
Absalom.
neat. It's like a side-scrolling
It's
beat 'em
it's
up,
a
maybe
magic
roguelike.
frog.
Yeah, it was a magic
It's like
frog.
a magic frog. Yeah. Yeah,
Long Gone was a cool one. It was published by Inner Sloth, the Among Us people. They have their Outer Sloth, which is like a publishing company. And it's like an action, or not an action, it's an adventure zombie game. Kind of like a point and clicky type of vibe kind of going on. I really liked it. It looked really cool. I'll probably pick it up. Might do a playthrough on the channel. Ooh. Malor Mortis looked very cool. It's by the Ghost Runner devs. That game looked fucking sick, and I wanted to play it. The PVKK, funny enough, the friend I mentioned earlier tonight that I had been playing Warframe with, she's German, and I sent that word to her, the title of the game, to her, and she cleanly pronounced it entirely, and I was baffled, and then she was like, Luna, I speak German, so of course it's easy, and I'm like, I know, but it still looks long and scary.
Wait, you speak German? I didn't know.
But PVKK is cool. I actually own one of the game that they showed a teaser of, like there was a game the character was playing on a little monitor. That's called Dome Keeper.
Yeah.
That's their other game. I have that game. I find that game is really fun. Dome Keeper is a really fun little game.
This was that planetary defense game, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which,
okay.
By the way, the title does. I double checked. The title does translate to like planetary defense cannon commander or something like that.
Okay.
Which is kind of what I assumed. Routine, that moon horror game, looked really fucking cool. I liked that. I liked that it seemed the menu for probably your inventory and all your like tools was on the gun. And I like that. It reminded me because Signalis has like an in-world inventory.
Okay. Yep.
And yeah.
What was after that? Was that the was it the Sword of Legends after that?
Yes,
right?
Sword of Legends. It was it was a Chinese Souls-like, and yeah, I don't care.
Yes. Okay. Can I say I am kind of tired of Souls-like.
I am too.
I am really tired of it.
I say that even though Malor Mortis kind of looked like a first-person Souls-like, sort of.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
Like
it had something.
What I mean is like it's like you can tell this is just Dark Souls, but like slightly different. It has the stamina bar.
It kind of sucks.
The souls in the corner.
It ends up like sucking because it's like
yeah.
It plays like Dark Souls, but not. It plays like mid.
Yeah.
It plays like Demon Souls closer, but like less than that, which always sucks.
It's like I'm saying this, and like I played Lies of P earlier this year, and I loved it. So
look,
hey,
there are outliers. There are outliers.
Yeah, there are outliers. Yeah.
My problem is just okay. And I'm not meaning this in like a Chinese game bad, but like a lot of the Souls-like games that do come from China look beautiful. But holy shit, the gameplay just looks so fucking mid. It looks so mid. It's like so boring. And I can't get into it. Like Black Myth Wukong, I couldn't. Like that game looked really cool, but then it came out, and then I like learned that most of that shit is like cutscene, and like some of it is kind of gameplay, but it's kind of mid. And I was like, glad I didn't pay for it.
If that game wasn't Souls-like, I would have been way more interested in it. And who knows? Maybe like but like if it wasn't just like, oh, here's Souls, but you play as not Wukong, then there we go.
Next we had Road Kings, which was like an interesting take on trucking sims,
It's
in
like
my
a
opinion.
trucking, yeah.
Because I don't think I've seen gameplay of any of these trucking sims where it's like, oh, you have to deal with like crazy fucking weather.
Like weather
And
and shit,
I heard
yeah.
like police sirens and shit in the background in some of those like earlier scenes too. So I wonder if like, you have to deal with like crimes getting in the way as well as weather and stuff like that.
Oh,
Which
yeah,
a
okay.
more like, I guess, realism, like, like super grounded trucking sim is kind of neat. Um, I probably won't play it, but it's really cool. And now we get to the last of the pre-show, the point where I
Okay,
think
this is
Isaac
Luna.
sat, yeah, Isaac
Yeah.
sat here, and he's
Okay.
like, I know she's throwing a fucking fit and having a good
Yep.
time. So they had Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, which at first I was like, whatever, they're announcing it, but it's fucking Pac-Man. It's a Pac-Man crossover, right? And it's not only
Yep.
that, then Pac-Man World 2, a game I love playing on my PlayStation 2, which is getting a remaster later this year, is getting DLC that's Sonic levels. So they're both getting like tie-in DLC, and then the Pac-Man levels look so fucking cool in Sonic Racing. Did it not? Did they not look really cool?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Exactly.
Honestly,
I'm
Pac-Man kind
telling
of
you,
looked cool too.
we have
So
to get
you know, good on them.
Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. It's got cross. It's like Mario Kart but cross-play, right? So we can all play it. Please, please, I beg my friends to get it. Please.
Ask me again
When it's out.
later.
Yeah, when it's
When
out.
it's ask me when it's out. Yeah, I'll see what's up because
And
I have
then we
a
had the
very
pre-show.
active 5-year-old. But yeah.
Fair. Then we had the pre-show and Silk Song mention and Silk
Yep.
Song gameplay. And I've never played Hollow Knight, so I don't really have an opinion on Silk Song.
People love Hollow Knight to the point
Yeah.
where they were probably starved for a long time. I know people were fucking when they first. We'll get into the Deadpool later, but like when they first revealed Deadpool and they made that joke, people were generally pissed.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah. Silk Song. Good for them for getting out finally.
So we got to talk about
okay,
next, right?
Can I get my thing in first before you go on your?
Go ahead.
Because I know you're gonna go.
Yeah, I told him before the show I have 3 paragraphs written down about Call of Duty on my notes that I took when watching.
I think I was kind of confused. I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
yeah?
like, granted,
Yeah.
like
You were
because it's
confused?
just like, yeah, I was confused because like, what is it? Like, is it like full psychological? What are they doing here? I will say though, it does kind of like at least like campaign wise. I can't speak for multiplayer, but like at least campaign wise, it looks kind of cool. I'll definitely play it once. I'm glad I don't really have to pay for it. Just kind of rent it, and 4 players is kind of cool. Oh.
Yes, the one thing I
reminds me of
have to
Black
give
Ops 3.
Treyarch has
Yeah.
is the main company I think that has had 4-player co-op campaigns. Because
Yes.
World at War had 4-player co-op, Black Ops 3 had 4-player co-op, and so did I said World at War and Black Ops 3. So yeah, now this.
Yeah,
I feel like there's another one that had
yeah.
4-player co-op, but we're not there anymore.
I don't know if it was a Trey. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna read my notes because these notes are gonna be a lot easier and more cohesive than me talking. So,
Yeah.
as I wrote down, so it said Black Ops 7, trippy looking. It's got a co-op 4-player campaign, which again, I was writing this as I was watching it. Seems to have some interesting story decisions. So it is a. So they have done a weird thing where they soft rebooted the series where they interconnected Modern Warfare and all the other ones, right? But the issue is Treyarch like doesn't involve themselves with most of that. So instead, it's just like, oh well, we're making new Black Ops games that are still tied to the greater Black Ops like universe, right?
Yeah.
And so we get into a problem because Black Ops 2 is one of the most interesting Call of Duty campaigns, and I say that because it has 8 different endings, and certain things have to happen in certain ways for certain things to play out. And that is where we kind of have some things. So Harper isn't dead, which is weird because they have Karma as a DLC operator. Now, that's weird because essentially I think the only way that Karma cannot die in Black Ops 2's campaign is if Harper dies early on. But I think theoretically, Karma, if you don't save her, she gets kidnapped and like then she doesn't die, so maybe that works out. But let me continue on here. Also,
Yeah.
Harper isn't dead either. Leak said Karma was on the team. Yeah, that was the rumor. Is Karma was in your 4-player campaign set. I want you
Okay.
to know that Karma is a white girl with piercings, and I say that because as you saw the trailer, there was a lady on your team, but she was not a white girl with like Hot Topic piercings on her like lips.
Yeah.
So that leak was wrong. But she is a hacker and a very important part to the Black Ops 2 campaign. And doesn't appear, it doesn't appear she's a female character on the team of the campaign, but she is an operator for multiplayer. And I bring that up because they had operators that were in the big, like the super duper thing that you could get for Black Ops 6. It was, what's his name? The guy that was the twist guy. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's not Bell. Is it Bell?
No, not Bell.
Bell
The guy. He's in the campaign. You go to like get him.
Fuck.
I'm looking it up right now because I'm kind of pissed off that I can't remember. Oh my god, it's insane. I look up Black Ops 6 operators and all I see is fucking Sims, Solace, the Fisherman, Roger, Stan Smith, Beavis Butthead, Coach Buzzcut, Todd. Jesus fucking Christ. The fucking Ninja Turtles. Fucking Squid Games, The Terminator. Oh my god. I have a lot of problems with this fucking franchise at this point, and that's why I had to write a fucking 3-paragraph. What the fuck? Adler. Yeah, you could get Adler and the fucking girl from the previous campaign that was really cool. What's her name?
The one that like disguises herself all the time? Or do you mean the
No, not I almost said Gray, not Gray. Fuck. What's her name? Adler.
Riveting.
Claus.
You know.
Park.
Look, I only played that campaign.
Yeah, Adler and Park. And both of them, they were both operators that were in the campaign for that game, but also were in the Vault Edition. And Karma is in the operators list, so that's why I brought that up. Anyways, so odd Karma Karma can only survive if Harper dies. Again, I have never failed to get Karma in the campaign mission where you're supposed to save her. So I think and I have never killed Harper in any of my playthroughs of the campaign. So I think that in theory means that some weird things are up there. Though also, the thing is Black Ops 3 kind of confirms that that Karma can't be in the picture because Menendez's like virus thing hits the world and like fucks up and does a lot of civil unrest because they kind of show that in a campaign at the beginning of Black Ops 3. So it kind of has a weird thing going on there, which is really weird. Also, it kind of sucks because now Black Ops 2 being like the coolest campaign doesn't matter because like it doesn't really matter your decisions that you made because it doesn't seem like that's going to be the thing. Also, the I called it the Hyper LA. I know it's supposed to be like a trip from like some toxin gas or some shit like that, but it looks like a digital construct, which I think I think this is going to be the link that ties between Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2, which is what Black Ops 4 was, but we're not talking about that. But seeing LA like that means like, okay, Karma definitely didn't stop Menendez's virus because LA only gets fucked up like that if Karma doesn't stop the virus. So now let's talk about zombies. This is the part where I get very disappointed, and this is why I had my baby girl Sam be the profile picture that I took for this episode. What were you gonna ask?
Actually, no. Go ahead, because you might end up answering my question.
I'm very, very tired. Right. I dropped BO6 after Citadel Day More. I think I said that right. Hold up. Let's see. Let's not see. Actually, I'm not looking it up. Fuck them. I kind of mentioned this, I think, in a previous episode. Essentially, Call of Duty lost me at Black Ops 6. which is funny, but it's the AI slop. I don't like how they did some of the voice actresses. I will stand by and stand prepared because my girly bop, Samantha Maxis, got fucked over so hard in the storytelling that they decided to do with Black Ops 6 with both of its stupid fucking endings, and I'm tired, right? But I know that my input is still important in this because I still know so much. So I think at the end of Black Ops 6, with the original cast returning, it's the lamest fucking thing I've ever seen. There's like this meme where it's like, it is I, Edward Richtofen from the original Zombies. I have returned. And yeah, that's how I feel. But I will say the original 4 that you see in that. So let me give you a little a breakdown. So essentially,
Okay.
Black Ops 4 is the end of the original timeline. The ending of that, basically the entire multiverse gets like destroyed. It doesn't happen, and the only characters that go off are the protected child souls of Samantha Maxis and Edward Richtofen. And then we get to Cold War. Cold War does a lot of cool stuff. I liked the ideas that they had of Cold War, and I was excited to see where it was going. Which canonically, that happens after Black Ops 4 because Maxis and Richtofen are both there. They did a lot of dumb things from what I know with Black Ops 6 with some of the things they decided to say about Richtofen and Max's background in the world, but I thought the starting point for Cold War was really cool. But because of that, the idea was we will never see the original cast, ever. They're fucking dead. They're gone. They're not coming back. At most we got when they first added Maxis as an operator and she showed up in Firestorm Z, the first DLC for Cold War. She had an outfit that had some pieces of it that were clearly references and homages to those previous casts, which was really cool. And I thought that was like the best. That Maxis was kind of like a symbol of like the previous thing. Also, canonically, she had a relationship with Gray, the professor, which is cool because I love my Yuri. And I love that Samantha is cool and kind of badass and a lesbian too, because it's epic. Anyways, this new cast of the returning group of Richtofen, Dempsey, Takeo, and Nikolai, they're not the premise, which is like that cast from that World War I map maybe you've seen. You might have seen like the two different, like, you know how there's like two different types of that cast from the old Call of Duty zombies? You might have seen the difference.
Yes. Okay,
so,
yeah.
Ultimus is like the original World at War Black Ops 1. Black Ops 2 introduced with its last map, the Primus crew. I think I'm getting that right. And they are from Black Ops 3. Let me double check that I am Primus crew COD zombies. If I get them mixed up, I'm going to hate myself. Fuck, I got them mixed up. Fuck. No, wait, maybe I didn't. No, I didn't. I was right. Ha, go fuck yourself. I think I'm right.
Okay.
I think I'm right. Yeah. Primus crew. Yeah. Wait, which one is Primus? Hold up. A Better Tomorrow.
Is it Primus or Primus?
No, it's Primus.
Okay.
Primus are playable on Origins, the Giant. Yep, I was right. Okay. So Primus is like the cooler ones, and then the more like satire parody characters are Ultimus. And I only say that because that's kind of what those characters were at first when they were first kind of made. They're a little more than that.
Yeah.
But they don't have the designs of either of those two crews. And my theory is that like it's neither of them. They're actually like a secret third thing. It kind of comes from character designs, and I've seen these mentioned on like Twitter and in the discussions. Takeo looks kind of pre-World War II Japanese. Like he looks older, like maybe like a more
like a feudal Japan.
Yeah, like maybe like a feudal Japan. I'm not sure. For an example, Richtofen is quite literally part of the SS, which I know everybody knows Richtofen as the Nazi character, but like relatively, he was more part of Group 935, which was in Nazi Germany, so he worked for the Nazis in theory, but he was never like actually a Nazi himself. This design is showing that he's quite clearly was part of the SS, because some people have noticed that there are like pins and enamels on his outfit that like point to that. I think Dempsey is interesting because he looks like a Black Ops 1 character, like a Vietnam era like thing. And I kind of can't give you any opinion on Nikolai. He just kind of looks like a mix of both of his previous counterparts. I don't know Russia enough like that. So So another thing in the little teaser with zombies, I saw from a zombies YouTuber, Mr. Waffle Waffles, really cool guy. He makes no nonsense guides. But anyways, he already got to play it, and there is a truck you see moving. And apparently, what's interesting is that's going to be the Pack-a-Punch. It's like a wonder vehicle, and you can drive it around the map, and you can park it wherever, and you can upgrade your like things from that. Which I think also kind of adds to the fact of this is going to be a remake of the Black Ops 2 map Transit, and you can kind of tell that too because Farm from Transit is like visible in the trailer. Also, Dead Ops is back. That's cool. I wrote also cool. Dead Ops is back. I guess insert eye roll is what I specifically wrote, and then they had like a little post gameplay trailer thing after they played Metallica, with their cool trailer. I have to say the guild CEO girl, that's kind of our antagonist. She's kind of a baddie, because I'm that simple.
Okay.
And the end game thing that they mentioned, which seems to be a post campaign thing that you can play through. That's just a PvE environment, which is neat. Also, they had blackout wingsuits back, which was the one good Call of Duty BR. I will stay on that hill. Fuck Warzone. I hate that shit. I hate it so much. Blackout was the GOAT. Anyways, that's my Call of Duty discussion and sadness and staring sadly. Also, after season 1, I want to say, multiplayer wise, after season 1 of Black Ops 7, everything in Black Ops 6 will roll over. So, once you get to season 1, Beavis and Butthead and Seth Rogen and all those other goofy, wacky American Dad skins will be back in the game, which, I really don't kind of fucking care at the end of the day. I didn't have to buy those things. It's more just like I liked Cold War. Had some interesting like original skins and stuff, and I knew they had artists that they paid and shit. This game, however, will probably be much like the last and just have AI slop weapons and shit. I don't need a roller coaster on my gun. Thank you. I don't need that. That's unnecessary. Yeah, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. What do you think about Call of Duty in a whole then? Other than the campaign stuff we already talked
Call
about.
of Duty. I'm not really.
I was numb. I was numb watching that.
I was like, okay, Call of Duty. I'm not really a Call of Duty person anyway, so I do think that PvE thing they might be adding was kind of cool. That's a cool idea. I want to see how it turns out though. But that's all I kind of got.
I kind of want to add, Isaac. I think you, out of anyone, can attest to me saying I'm done with Call of Duty and I'm tired of it. Is kind of really saying something, especially with the zombies. I think that says a lot.
Yeah.
Because I've been into that shit since I was in like 5th grade, and I loved it. I've loved it since. I saw a lot of people throw a fit with like Black Ops 3 and how like over the top and whimsical it was. Our fellow co-host Keegan is one of them. He actually thinks peak is Black Ops 2 and 1 only. And I always tell him, shut the fuck up, go back to that goofy World at War bullshit if you really want to talk about old being peak. And that comes from someone that had hours on World at War playing custom zombies. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes you need a little bit of invention and a little more cool stuff. And, the basics are fine, but sometimes they are buggy and shitty.
I think you are very invested in this Call of Duty talk, so I think we should move on before we start having an aneurysm.
Yes.
What was next? It was Lords of Fallen, right?
Yep, Lords of Fallen 2, I suppose will be a game.
Lords of Fallen 2. I was like, is this Lords of Fallen? I was like, it's Lords of Fallen.
Isn't this the second Lords of Fallen 2? It was the Lords of Fallen, right?
It was, because it's like Lords of Fallen was the original one. The cover had a guy with face tattoos, and that game was like supposedly so bad that like after that studio made Surge and Surge 2, they decided to make Lords of Fallen and Lords of Fallen 2 or some shit. But
no, it's just Lords of Fallen, and then like the new Lords of Fallen. Oh, whoops! I didn't put a correct date. Steam thinks I'm born this year. I have to.
Yeah, because there's like an older one that was really bad, and then they did like the Lords of Fallen a couple years ago. The one that just got an update allegedly, I guess.
Yeah, I got 2.0.
Yeah. So that's
I don't know.
any words on that? Yeah.
My like I said, my note I wrote down was Lords of the Fallen 2, I suppose, will be a game. I don't know. I haven't played it. I hear the first one's good. All I remember, or the new first one. My bad.
Technically the second one, sort of, but not really. Anyway, go on. Yeah.
Yeah. I hear it was good. I hear you can do a friend pass now. That's cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
I think I remembered the like lead dev was being annoying. He was being the we put male and female as the choices in our character creator because we're against that DEI woke shit. And I was like, okay, which maybe I'm wrong on that. Let me double check that before I slander some guy. Hold up. Lords of the Fallen woke.
There's a lot of
I don't know, that kind of put. Oh no, here it is. Yeah, in a medieval fantasy action RPG experience, where do you prefer the choose between? We'll put a final thing. With over 49k votes, 88% of you prefer male-female choice as a player for studio. We will update it. No, I just remember him saying some weird shit, and like it turned me off of playing the game even further. Where I was just like, I kind of don't want to play this because you just kind of seem like an asshole. Yeah. And maybe I'm too woke. Who knows? I'll play the game one day.
Sekiro.
Sekiro. Me as the one friend in our friend group that has played through it and finished it. I was excited. They announced an anime, but then it said Crunchyroll on it, and I got disappointed. But what more can you do? It's cool.
Just a retelling of the story.
Yes, which I hope for a sequel at some point. I really liked Sekiro. I loved playing that game. That game gave me such a dopamine rush that I haven't had since like fucking Bloodborne. But like this was just pure skill. There was no like, well, I used the Gleegle Glore build, and the Gleegle Glore build actually makes the entire game really fucking easy. But yeah. Look, if you don't like the fact that you can't do builds in Sekiro, I don't judge you. We have a friend who specifically did not want to play Sekiro because of that. There's no like variety, and he likes the variety and role-playing aspect. And I don't judge him for it. I don't. Another one of our friends tried to play it, but unfortunately he has muscular dystrophy, and Sekiro is not like disability welcoming. I feel so bad because I know he wants to play it so bad, but like it's not even a skill issue for him. It's just he literally can't react that fast, and that kind of fucking sucks. Who knows? Maybe I'll replay it again, and I can throw it on the channel, and he can live vicariously through me.
Yeah, right.
So the next thing is Batman. This is your thing.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I won't talk as much.
No, feel free. Feel free by all means.
So, look, I'll be honest. This game actually looks kind of good. It actually looks really good. So I
agree
that this was. Yeah, I knew
Isn't that
this was
insane?
gonna be a thing. I think. Yeah, it's something I thought like I heard about yesterday. It's like, oh, the next Lego game is a Lego like Batman game. Because then like months ago or like a couple weeks ago, probably is like, oh, the next Lego game is gonna be a DC property. I was like, okay, so it's probably gonna be Batman. And I was like, oh, and then I heard it's Batman, and yeah, it's Batman. It's an interesting thing that it's like a continuous story of Batman starting from his origin onwards. But like using the movies as like the retelling of it. It's kind of like they did like a Star Wars saga thing.
It seems more like which this could be my opinion. It seems like they're taking aspects from like every Batman. Like they're taking the Arkham Batman, the Dark Knight films. I like that.
They're taking like movies specifically and like some shows or whatever to kind of like build upon this like version of Batman, and I think it's unique. I think they'll make it fit really well. But
one of the few times
it's a goddamn
It's an Arkham game.
It's a goddamn Batman game.
Like an actual one. Is that more what you're getting at?
Like, but no. What I mean is another fucking Batman game.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now.
You know, Yeah, like
See, I've
it's
never
just
played any of the
it's
Arkham games, so I can play this instead, and I cannot play any of
it,
those.
yeah, because it does look like you know, it's just Lego Arkham, which is good. Like good for them. Like you know, I'm glad they got another Arkham game and
It's a
it's Lego
Traveler's
this
Tale
time.
game too, and I like their Lego
Yeah,
games, even though I prefer the old classic Lego Star Wars with the no voice acting because I feel like gags are funnier when I just have to look
you
at two
know
Lego people look at themselves and then look
you know
forward
what
and then
what
die.
started. You know what started the whole talking Lego thing?
Lego Rock Band.
Lego. Oh, okay. Well, Lego Batman too, but I think it's Lego
Yeah.
Rockman to go.
I think that came out
What
first. Which one had the voice
did
acting?
Lego Batman 2 had voice acting,
Let me see, release date.
like actual voice acting, not just like singing.
But then when did Lego Rock Band come out? Well, to be fair, Lego Rock Band had, to my understanding, it's a 2009 game. It had a story. It had like voice acting, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong.
You don't have to look it up. You just stick with your guns.
Yeah.
But no, it's just another Batman game, and I know it's DC, it's their thing. It's another Batman game though. There's so many other things they could have done. They could have done another they could have just done like Lego DC Heroes or something.
They should have done a Lego The Boys. That's what they should do.
They should have done
not DLC.
that's not gonna happen. Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? They should have done. Like, my ideal Lego game for a DC property would be Green Lantern, because you could take the creativity of a you could take creativity of Green Lantern, you could take all the other colors and just make it just specifically a focused Green Lantern game.
You're not just locked to Earth either, you know.
No, exactly. You can go to space. You're not just locked to green. You can do yellow, red, purple, blue, whatever. But you know, it's DC, so it has to be Batman.
Yeah. I mean, Batman sells, right?
Batman sells. He's like, I think he's the top for DC. I think Spider-Man outsells him, but like, I don't really. It's just apples and oranges at this point, or whatever. It's like, you know, it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's just fuck. It does look good though.
I feel it's their second big. Traveler's Tales. I feel like this is their second big IP that they have for their Lego games.
Yes.
Look, who the fuck's gonna buy Lego Indiana Jones again at this point? I'm gonna be honest with you. Those games were okay. Lego Harry Potter also kind of fucking mid, honestly. And it's not because trans woman Harry Potter. No, it's because those I remembered I wanted those games when I was younger, and I played like a demo of one of them. I'm like, this is okay. This isn't as good as Lego Star Wars.
Because like
but Lego Batman was fire. I had Lego Batman 1 on the 360, and I was like, this shit is good.
Lego Marvel 1 is good, but then because of the whole devaluing of the X-Men, they like got rid of like all the Fox or devaluing of Fox characters. They got rid of Fantastic Four and X-Men. So when you got to the other game, which is Avengers, it was just a retelling of the movies. And then Lego Marvel 2 is fun, but it doesn't have X-Men characters, so it feels a little like empty slightly.
Yeah.
Still, I'll enjoy it, but also for me, it's a Lego game, so like I play a lot of it, then I stop, and it takes me like 2 years to get back to it. So
yeah, maybe I should do Lego. I have the Skywalker Saga. Maybe I should I could do that for the channel. Maybe I had some of the DLC. I got it in a bundle.
Do you want to talk about the next thing? I mean, I don't know how much you care about the next thing.
The next thing in my notes was before Dawn of War 4. Was that on the live stream at around 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 9 seconds on the official channel before they cut the waiting for show to start. There was this dude, and they saw it was when the lady, I can't remember her name, she was announcing right before Dawn of War 4. There's this dude to the right of her who has a very expressive face, and he was making me giggle.
You always pick the person from the crowd.
Yeah, he was doing
noticeable.
You know how Keeg is very facially expressive? He was doing he was pulling like a Keeg, and it was really funny. But then also Dawn of War 4 looked pretty good, I guess. I've never played any of the Dawn of War games. I'm very surface
Dawn
level.
War,
so
Dawn of War is I haven't played these games either, but essentially it's what was it, like a
real time RTS?
Real time, thank you, RTS, and it's about a Space Marine chapter called the Blood Ravens. It's an older series.
The other poster boys.
They are a lot of video game fans love them. because of the Dawn of War series.
Yeah.
They my thing I know about them is that they're and it's kind of like a meme thing, but like their gimmick is that they steal a lot.
Yeah.
And not from the enemies. They steal from other Space Marines. Like they have a bunch of shit like weapons and artifacts that they should not have, but they happen to have it somehow. So the big meme is that they steal all the time. But like, yeah, if you play those games, you see it's like the older version of Space Marines because the whole Primaris thing didn't. Yeah, I think the remaster or remake of the first game just came out. I think last week.
I feel like I own a fucking Dawn of War because I feel like it told me I could get one of the Dawn of War game, like the remaster for 2. I could get it at a discount because I own 2, but I don't see it.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll pick it up. But like, I mean, it's it's an RTS Warhammer game, but it's like a lot of people's favorite. So I bet they're either really happy or really concerned.
What the fuck?
But yeah, RTS game.
Did they lock the original one because the new one came out?
They probably locked the original one because the new one.
No, I understand that, but did they kick it? Are you telling me they kicked this shit out of my fucking like library? Huh?
Quick, call it Cursed Farms.
Well, I know, like, I know it was like special promotion since you own. Oh, wait, I can get this for $10, but it's like, huh? Can I look up the original? Hold up, original Dawn of War 2. I am Steam page. Like I own this, don't I? Yeah, hold up. Yeah, view. Okay, no, I need to put my birthday in for whatever reason. Every fucking time you go to a Steam page. Like, now I'm kind of... I don't know if I'm, like, angry right now. Yeah, I'm not signed in. Let me fucking sign in. We can continue talking about it. There's Necrons in it. I like Necrons.
Yeah, Necrons are one of the factions. Cool. It looks like... I think it was Orcs and then also Mechanicus.
Yeah, I didn't see my girly bops, so I'm a little upset.
Yeah, I don't think they're in any of them.
No, maybe. I feel like they are, because I feel like I bought... I swear to God, I bought DLC for one of these games, and I swear it was like one of the Dawn of War. I know I do have the DLC for Battle Sector too. I swear I had this in my fucking library. I'm a little mad if this got taken out, and it's like, well, but we're giving you no, this just took me to the fucking anniversary page. What the fuck? Okay. That's kind of crazy. That it's like, hey, so you can like buy this, or you just not fucking have it anymore. Yeah, I don't know. It looks cool. I thought it was very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll get it, but maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe I'll expand my. Maybe I'll actually like cave and get RTS, or maybe I'll get filtered again.
Dude, you should get a fucking RTS that like you and I can play. Then we have fun.
Yeah. Next thing, or do you have anything else to say?
I don't really have anything else to say. I'm like still determined to look this shit up because it's like slightly pissing me off.
While you're doing that, I will talk about the next thing. Which I'm assuming you don't really care about. It was
FF14 Monster Hunter Wilds crossover, which is like cool.
Yes.
I played a little FF14 at some point, on and off. I buy a month, I play it for like 3 weeks, and then I never touched again. I
don't really play Monster Hunter, and I've only played like three Final Fantasy games, and one of them is a spin-off. So good for the people who are happy. It was cool to see Yoshi P, I guess.
It's
I also love it when like I would hate to be a translator because like these guys, both of them were just like, they would talk in whole paragraphs, and then the translator would just have to like say the exact same thing. I don't know. Didn't give her time to like. I
guess I don't own Dawn of War. That's fucking weird. Okay, I double checked on it. Like, no, I don't. Huh. Weird.
Next thing was
it was Onimusha. Onimusha?
Yeah.
Onimusha. I think it's Musha.
Okay.
Damn. My weeb, I fumbled at the first one.
Yeah, right. It's I mean, I
It
know there
looks
are definitely
cool.
people who are happy. It does look cool.
It
I
makes me
never
want to
played
play the original
one.
series. Yeah.
Yeah, I never played the original one, so I don't have any like anything really to say. But like, I know it's like one of those classic games that like people love. So
Yeah.
Was Arknights next?
Yes, it was the Anime Girl Factorio Arknights Infield.
Yeah.
That looked cool. Here is my take on Factorio likes. I own Factorio. I tried playing it. That shit overwhelmed me so hard, I dropped the fuck out of it. I literally have like 6.3 hours on it. I own Dyson Sphere Program. I like that one. I put like 2.7 hours on it, and like I liked what I played, but I just ended up dropping it. And the closest thing to one of these types of games that I do play is Riftbreaker, which is more of like a Diablo-like that kind of has factories you make and shit, and kind of is more a tower defense Diablo-like than it is a Factorio-like. So yeah, it looks cool, I guess. It'll probably still be a gacha game, maybe. Maybe it's not. If it's not, then that's like cool. Let's see. I feel like they would Is Arknights with a K? Yeah, it is. I'm not seeing it on Steam, so I don't know if it's going to be a gacha, but it probably will be. It looked neat.
Yeah, I mean, I am. I don't know. I'm not really. I always.
I know.
I'm not like a. I'm not a big anime hater like at all. Like I actually.
But you're
really
not like
appreciate what
crazy
they
big
do.
into it.
I'm not like a. Yeah, and I'm not. You know, the sometimes like the art style of like an anime game just doesn't really like catch me. So.
Yeah. I'm looking at it. It looks like it has like a main cast, but I still feel like 15 characters means that some of these are going to be a gotcha type thing. And yeah, not really big on that unless it's Uma Musume, Pretty Derby. Bum bum ba bum ba bum ba bum.
I think I stopped watching. I watched this at work, but like it was a slow day, so it was kind of whatever. But like I skipped the next one. Was it like Europa Universalis?
Yeah,
whatever?
new Europa game, boring. Daemon X
Okay,
Machina, sequel, which I own that. I know I own that, and I got it from a Humble Bundle.
Yep.
And that's a game that I wanted to play on the Switch, and then they just brought it to PC, so I did not have to worry about that. And I still haven't played it, so there's my opinion there. Voidbreaker looked cool. What the fuck was Voidbreaker? I already forgot. Fuck. I literally just like I wrote it down. Voidbreaker. Let's see.
I think it was.
Oh yeah, it's like a roguelike shooter. It looked cool.
Okay.
Yeah, this is on my wish list already. So.
Was
bundled with Trepang.
Was Fallout next? Right.
Fallout Season 2. Yes, Fallout Season 2 is next.
I mean, I have questions. If I had to make an assumption, I think they're going off the Mr. House ending.
There's going to be a lot of trans women that are very angry and upset. I think that you know the as they like to call them, the chuds that got mad about season 1. Oh, yeah. I don't think they understand how much of a shot to the foot this next season's probably going to end up being for a lot of girlies out there.
I think did you notice that I think they recasted Mr. House, or maybe there was like a jump in time?
I don't know, but I feel like they did recast him.
Yeah, because the other guy was like younger, like thinner, I believe.
Yeah. But we also got to see Kyle MacLachlan in his vault suit. Love to see him. And now that we've watched Twin Peaks, we're never going to be able to unsee him the way that we have seen him, you know? But
like the way they said, like you go to Novak and like it seems abandoned. So like I wonder, like I mean they're definitely going to answer. It's like what happened, like between.
It looks like the MCR also fucked off, like fully.
The NCR?
Yeah.
Or do you mean My Chemical Romance? Because I think they're dead.
God damn it. No, they're having a tour right now.
Okay. Oh, my bad.
NCR, my bad.
Well, yeah, because like the Boulder City got bombed, or Sandy Shores.
Yeah.
Shady Sands.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, they're yeah. See, I played like some of Fallout 1 and like a little bit of 2 until my computer wouldn't let me run it anymore. So I don't remember exactly what happens in 2. But like yeah, like they so like I know like there's remnants of the NCR, so like I assume something, but then you also see the whole ass Legion seemingly as well. So is that also like remnants of the Legion? Like so it definitely is Mr. House. But I don't know. I mean, you know, it's probably going to be good, but there's going to be like some questions people are going to have.
Yeah, relatively. I'm
Yeah.
I'm excited. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
We saw the Legion. The Legion was there in one of those
Yeah.
pictures, which
See, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, well, the thing with, have you done Mr. House's ending?
No, here's what happened. It was the first Fallout or Elder Scrolls game I ever played all the way through. Very epic. I played it through in I think fucking middle school. Hold up, I can like definitely double check this. And I got the Yes Man ending because back then my young self, you know what she said? You know what she said? She was like, I'm gonna pick the ending. In 2015, yeah, I was 15 when I picked this fucking ending. I was like, huh, I'm not gonna have, fuck all these factions. They all fucking suck. I'm gonna give it to the people because that's the right thing to do. Is what I thought, which is the worst ending you could possibly have in that game. And I had a good heart. I had my heart in the right place.
The Mr. House ending, he's just like, yeah, don't kill Caesar at all. Like we have to keep some kind of balance here. So like having Caesar's Legion around kind of helps that balance. So like I'm assuming that's what they go for. Any other words on Fallout? Or should we move on to Indiana Jones?
Deathclaw, which was really cool.
Yeah, Deathclaw. Yeah.
But yeah, Indiana Jones DLC Switch 2.
DLC Switch 2. Yeah. So, happy for them. I'll be honest. Indiana, like those like explorer type characters, right?
Yeah.
Indiana Jones isn't really my favorite one. So
who's your favorite one?
I think he's cool. Probably Nathan Drake.
That's fair.
I don't know. I like the yeah. And then after that, it's like it would be Laura Croft, but like from the one from like the 2000s games, the one where she has like the dual pistols. You know, it's like
the
after
OG.
when her titties. Yeah, the OG, but not like the square titty one. Or the triangle titty one. Yeah. But yeah, Indiana Jones. Cool. After that was Deadpool.
Yeah, right? Deadpool VR. Yep.
Deadpool VR.
I like the idea of Deadpool VR. It looks fun, and I might try it. But the question I have to you is, how bad is it?
I mean, I like that they showed Mojo. That was cool. They showed off some of the villains like Omega Red, Lady Deathstrike. You get to see Spiral, which is great. I love Spiral. The lady with like the 8 arms or 6 arms. Yeah, I was like, yeah, Spiral. It seems like Neil Patrick Harris is kind of doing like a Ryan Reynolds,
Yeah.
Which is fine, Not trying to sound like I'm complaining on that, but like I'm just it's a VR game. So, I kind of wish it wasn't, but at the same time, it is what it is.
Yeah.
What do you have again? You have the Steam one, right?
What do you mean the Steam one? No.
The VR headset.
I have the MetaQuest 3, so I in theory can play this. What I do is I connect it to my PC because it's just a lot better that way.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. World of Tanks 2.0. Cool, I guess. I tried playing World of Tanks at one point.
I was like, is this another tank game? And I was like, oh, it's World of Tanks. Okay.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. Toxic Commando, it looks really good. Please be good. Please.
Yes, Toxic.
But it did say PC Digital, which was a bit weird at the end. I hope that means both Epic and Steam, because...
Oh, yeah, it does say PC Digital.
Yeah, which was weird. Are you like scrolling through it as we go and talk along?
I was like, because I'm like, oh wait, I like missed a chunk because it was only two things I missed, but
Yeah.
I was like, I had to make sure. Okay. After I was like Death by Scrolling, right?
Yep. Which also looked
Um,
fun. I might end up playing,
yeah.
and it'll probably be a problem.
uh,
Um,
it seems like my friend Scully would probably like that's like a game. Like if he
yeah,
gets it, he would love that. It looks just like right up his alley.
real. Next we had the Disco Elysium devs, Zero Parades. It
Yes,
looks pretty cool.
yes.
If Keegan was here, he would probably add about how good it is and how about I need to play Disco Elysium and then I can go play onto that. But you know he's not here, so.
Haha.
Hi Keeg. Wink,
I
wink.
know you're not watching.
No, maybe. I think he'd watch.
Yeah. If
Then
you get to this point, send me a middle finger or something, just out of the blue.
yeah, just in his DMs. If you get to
Yeah,
this
just yeah.
point, um, send me a GIF of an anime girl or something, because that's out of character, and I'll know you saw this. Haha.
Ha.
Then they had the democracy promoting games thing, and what I
Yep.
specifically wrote was democracy promoting games question mark in parentheses looks at the camera and stares into it with a befuzzled smile. Uh, and yeah, that's where we'll kind of go
Well,
from
yeah,
there. The
that.
next one of Neverness and
Uh,
Everness, or Neverness to Everness, which is I think it's that GTA anime probably gotcha game. Um, I'm a little
oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
indifferent to that. And then we have Unbeatable. Now, Unbeatable is
Yep.
interesting because I forgot to write down the fucking notes. I said Unbeatable has a launch date November 6th this year. It also seems to be coming to more than just PC with consoles. Insert more about game. Dumb bitch. Unbeatable, I think, game. I think it was a game that it got announced like fucking years
Oh
ago.
yeah. It was like okay. I think I
Years
remember him saying that.
ago. Um, and it's kind of a rhythm game, story-based game. It is really cool looking. It's kind of been on my radar
Yep.
because it looks cool. Um, and yeah, I'll play that. Probably do a YouTube playthrough on it, more than likely. So you can expect that. And you know what? If it has any licensed music in it, fuck it. I'll take the fucking strike. I don't give a fuck. I'm in it for the game. It's all about the game.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they had another gotcha game that was also it had like the Chinese pretty graphics, but it was a gotcha game where I wrote another gotcha game, Yawn, Honor of Kings World, Fortnite Squid Games, and now we come to the to Delta Force, which is funny,
Yep.
because I got a console launch, which my German friend that I referenced earlier, she wanted me to install it and play, because you know it's free to play. And she also told me that that there's a girl with a bow in it, and her name is also Luna. I'll give you my opinion on Delta Force when I play it next episode. Then they have the Expedition 33 music thing. I skipped this entirely because I don't want to know shit about that game until I play through it. And I have dodged plenty of that.
It was a very pretty song.
Oh, I bet. Honestly, it looked like the co-host announcer. It looked like she was
Yeah, she's like about to cry.
yeah, it looked like she was about to cry. I feel that. Sometimes music is just that beautiful, you know. Cinder City, that MMO shooter. I mean, it looks kind of neat, but it also looked like it was running like shit. Time Takers is the neat concept, I suppose.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had a fucking yawn. Silent Hill F.
Yes.
I'm playing this at launch.
I'm like convinced that the game wasn't originally a Silent Hill game, but like Konami was just like, we have to make it a Silent Hill game.
Well, no, because like I keep mentioning this because I like this concept, but they got into contact with I believe the guy that wrote Higurashi When They Cry, or the Higurashi series. They got a hold of the guy that wrote it, or the director, I think. Hold up. Silent Hill F director. I want to say it is Hold up, Silent Hill F. Yeah, they enlisted Ryukishi 07, known for his visual novel Higurashi When They Cry. Because they needed someone who could really understand the essence of Japanese horror. I feel like that's
Yeah.
why Silent Hill F feels so different. Because like you know how Silent Hill always has kind of been like Japanese horror, but like Americanized Japanese horror, where like most of the time it takes place in America.
Well, yeah, because it's all tied to the town of Silent Hill. Even the
Yeah,
ones that aren't in the town are like
exactly.
slightly adjacent. Because like Homecoming is like a neighboring town, but you still go to Silent Hill. And then 4 is every time you go into that hole in your wall, you end up in Silent Hill. So they're all tied to it.
Exactly. I think but I think we all agree with the concept of like Silent Hill can kind of be anywhere in regards to
I
like
think
it's just like it's a
I
place, you know?
I think it should be tied to the location somehow. So I'm gonna let them like, I'll see how it goes or how it's tied to the location. But I'm like, okay, I think it like, because if it's not like in Silent Hill,
Well,
unless the
it is
place
in
is called
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill,
That's the thing. It's
if
like
okay, if it's called Silent Hill, then okay, that's fine.
yeah, to my understanding, the place that she goes to, that town, is Silent Hill. We're more so like
Okay.
the concept that like Silent Hill is a place, quote unquote. But like, to my understanding, I don't think like are all the games set in Maine? Does like every character go up to Maine to go to Silent Hill? Because that's supposedly
Yes.
where Silent Hill is. But like Silent
Every
Hill is
yeah.
not the same in any of those
The
places.
the
Like
only yeah, because Silent Hill is specifically for okay, it's weird.
yeah, exactly.
Besides
No,
like the
yeah,
first and the
it's supposed to be
well
like you know.
the first and the third game are tied together, but like the rest of them are just like there's no real any tie to any of them.
But even
But
like the
like
design, I think of the town
they
is like
are
different, even in like 1 and
yeah
3.
they are it's like you
Playthrough
go
coming soon on the
there.
channel.
Oh, you go there, but it's not like it's more tied to you.
Exactly. And
So
I think the idea of meaning Silent Hill doesn't have to just be up in Maine. I think that's essentially where like they take it there.
well, because it's like tied to like because there's like a old like prison colony and there's like Native American like magic and stuff like that. So like there's something up with the town itself.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm just like like I don't technically really care. It's whatever, but it's like
Yeah.
so why is this called Silent Hill unless the town itself is called Silent Hill or it has some kind of tie to this fucking fuck ass location in fucking New England.
Set during the 60s in the fictional okay, hold up. Fictional town of Ibisogaku? I think I pronounced that right. Hold up. I want to look this
Uh,
up. Um Fictional town of the upcoming Silent Hill F game. It translates to Silent Hill in Japanese with
okay.
Geko, meaning hill, and Ibisu being a Japanese god. Hold up, let me go to the Silent Hill wiki. I trust these people better than the fucking AI thing on Google. Okay, okay. Am I not getting a?
It's probably good that Keeg isn't here because this would extend. We would probably still be at Lords of Fallen.
No, we'd probably still be at Call of Duty, and he'd be telling us about like how I
That's
told you
true.
so,
Yeah.
Luna.
Yeah.
So since the revival of Silent Hill in 2023, producer has stated his intention to make the brand synonymous with psychological horror genre rather than a location, which I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. Even though we'll never get Silent Hills. Yeah, in the same way that Biohazard broke past Raccoon City. But it is interesting if like that is the case that like okay, hold up, wait a minute. Reddit, you'll give me it. So Gaku means hill, and oh, okay. Ibisu is a Japanese god of fishermen and luck. One of the 7 gods of fortune, is often depicted as a smiling bearded fisherman carrying a rod and a sea bream. Okay, what does that have to do? Well, okay, I guess being near the sea is kind of important, right? Because because
Well, maybe.
I'm assuming it's a fishing town then. Not relevant how that's
I
applied.
think it's a mining town, I believe.
Same way as why Silent Hill generally is so foggy is due to the size of Toluca Lake. Okay, yeah, maybe it's just like okay, that's why it's like it's Silent Hill. Fair enough. I read that this means smiling face, so I thought putting "ka" at the end meant smiling face, quote unquote. I don't know. People talking about it on Reddit. I'm just reading some Reddit comments right now.
Yeah.
In all honesty,
As we're doing a podcast, you're reading.
Well, okay. To be fair, I'm trying to give the concept of what we were talking about.
Next game, or do you have still more to?
No, I'm okay. Look, for this one, we're talking about the things that are put out, so I'm excited to back up statements. I'm looking forward to Silent Hill F. Because yeah, it looks cool. Like it looks very artistic in its design choices and all that. We got to hear the English cast with this one, which I will probably be playing the game in English. I know, maybe I suck for that. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I like to play my games and hear the English voice acting.
Yeah. Next game.
La Divina Commedia, I believe. I might have fucked that up, but it's a divine comedy game. And unlike Dante's Inferno, I hope that this is the entire Divine Comedy. Which, to be fair, if I remember correctly, Dante's Inferno was supposed to be the entire Divine Comedy.
Yeah.
But EA.
So, I was actually watching someone watch this because I was at work and they were losing their mind because just like, oh my god, it's a sequel to Dante's Inferno. Oh my god, they're doing it. I'm like, oh my god, you fucking idiot. Dude, it got to the point where I had to even though there wasn't a lot of people in this chat, I fucking put a comment in. I was just like, no, this is based on the Divine Comedy doesn't mean that it's a Dante's Inferno sequel. And he's like, Dante's Inferno. Oh man, my childhood was Dante's Inferno, and we're getting a Dante's Inferno sequel.
Dante's Inferno was the only God of War like I played before starting to play God of War 1 right now, because I feel like they're the same genre. They are. I like Dante's Inferno. It was a fun game, but like, I know it's one part of a trilogy relatively because it's based on the Divine Comedy. But I know the Divine Comedy exists outside of Dante's Inferno, unlike some people. But I hope it goes by for the entire series, like the whole trilogy.
If anything, or like this is the start, but like who knows? Just
maybe this is the first of 3 games, which it wouldn't be the first time a Dante's Divine Comedy series has had a first game and then never again the second and third game. Tragic. Next was Chronos: A New Dawn. It looks neat. It's a blooper game
soon, right?
It's a blooper game, so I'm still I hear they did a phenomenal job with Silent Hill 2. That's cool. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm still in between with blooper. I still am.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
So I don't know. It looks like their attempt at Dead Space in my in my opinion. And that's okay. But Chronos looks really cool. I tried playing the medium. It was I tried playing it. It was neat. And
I hear that shit is hot doo-doo.
Okay, it's not fully bad. It's really cool. It's got some really cool concepts. It just it didn't do it for me. Observer, I hear, is genuine peak. I've never played it.
Yeah, because I have it, and I just haven't played it yet. I have the Redux or whatever version.
Layers of Fear.
It's sitting there. I actually played Layers of Fear.
I hear the first one's good.
Not.
I hear the second one is something. Blair Witch.
The first one, the first one is okay. I found the kid running into the wall really funny. Then I hear the second one's I think they did a third one, maybe. I don't know.
No, they did Layers of Fear, which is Layer of Fear 1, Layers of Fear 2.
Okay.
Put together
into a
into a remaster
thing.
And it's a full remaster, and it's on a newer engine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Blair Witch, like, here's what I'll say. All their games are genuinely beautiful. Blair Witch is a beautiful game, but I'm not carrying my whimpering dog for fucking 30 minutes, dude. I'm not doing that shit. I'm sorry. No, that's not happening. Um, and the biggest thing that I take away from Layers of Fear is that supposedly everyone said that they just wanted to make Silent Hill for years, and they finally got to remake
Yeah.
Silent Hill 2. And yeah, I hear Silent Hill 2 is really good. I hear there's some people that don't like it because they're those types of people that throw a fit when they remaster anything.
Look,
They're
okay,
probably the
you know,
same
we
people that
live.
tell you play Persona 3, don't play Portable, don't play Fest, don't play the
Look,
shitty doo-doo one, right?
we live in a world where like the only thing that really sells really well nowadays are like remasters or sequels to games or movies or whatever that are
Original
like
IPs don't sell at the end of the
yeah,
day.
exactly. They don't sell.
Which
At
is
the end,
also
yeah,
kind of
it's
a
all
lie.
about
Have you seen like
sequels.
the biggest like trending games on Steam? They're all these fucking like friend slop games that are like crazy good, and everybody
Yeah.
says they're really good, and you know.
But like if you look at it in like a movie perspective, it's just like everything we get now is just like remakes and
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Or like continuate like a sequels. Like fucking Ghostbusters movie 20 years out, but here we are.
yeah. Let's
You
see.
know.
So let me look at the I'll look at the Steam top sellers. Counter Strike 2, it's always up there. The Steam Deck, which is also surprising that those two are always at top. To be fair, Steam can like fuck around with this all they want, but those two staying at the top of their list, it seems, all the time is crazy compared to Apex Legends, which
Yeah.
is free, Peak, which is $8, which at the beginning of the show, it got announced that that shit sold like crazy. Marvel Rivals, which is free. Helldivers 2 somehow is still on like top sellers, which is, I love it. Europa Universalis 5, Battlefield 6, Call of Duty, excuse me, which is mostly there because Warzone is free, and Borderlands 4. Out of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, technically with Helldivers. Um, Marvel Rivals is like an IP thing, so I'm throwing it in with 6. 7 with Apex Legends because it's Titanfall spinoff, and Counter Strike 2
Yeah.
is technically just like an update of CS:GO, but it's like another entry in Counter Strike. All of these are like part of greater IPs, and that's why they sell.
Yeah.
The only things
Yeah.
that are and Europa Universalis as well is just like history, but that's also an IP. So the only thing up here
Yeah.
that's like original is Peak.
Is the Steam Deck. No.
Well, and the Steam Deck technically.
Yeah.
Um,
Did, did did it fucking I forgot what I was gonna say. Look at that. Oh, isn't it like fun that the next game is Outer Worlds 2?
why would you be saying that? Is there a reason?
No, look, I think Outer Worlds 2 is a 7 out of 10 game, but it's probably one of my favorite 7 out of 10 games. I
Wait,
love
that
Outer
game came
Worlds 1.
out?
I'm sorry, I meant 1. I'm tired.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, I love Outer Worlds 1. It's one of those like, yeah, this is definitely like an Obsidian game, but like
Yeah.
it's an Obsidian game, and Obsidian's one of those studios where I'm just like, I will always give your games a try because I trust them. They're like Insomniac or like Santa Monica or what like Pandemic used to be. Like they're like my favorite studios that I'm just like, I'm willing to give your game a shot.
Yeah.
But they focused on this trailer as mostly about the like companions, which
Yeah.
is cool too. I like the companions, especially in the first game had like really cool companions if you're really into like
This is another game I
interact with them.
also own. I've never played.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. I would recommend it, but
Spacer's
like
Choice Edition. Yeah, I got it in like a
yeah,
humble bundle.
it does something that I think Starfield should have done, where like they limit the amount of planets you go to. Granted,
But
this
Starfield
game,
wanted it to be like No Man's Sky, except in a bad way.
Yeah, and they should not have done that.
Because Bethesda doesn't know their engine as well as their fucking fans do, and it's always
right.
when there's a fully rideable, fully functioning horse in Fallout New Vegas that is animated like a horse, that functions like this is on like Red Dead Redemption tier like modding capabilities. That's there, but again, Bethesda is they're Bethesda.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for Outer Worlds 2. I actually just might buy it. I might take that risk and just buy it. Yeah, I'm like, I am generally like, yeah, it's coming out at a good time.
Yeah.
So I am willing to, go for it. After that
So,
was
well,
something else.
After that, we had a very interesting thing. The crowd guy came back after Outer Worlds 2, which was epic. I know, I know. And then we had Enzoi's first expansion. So Enzoi is like The Sims. The only difference is it's like a lot more, I think, hands-on. But you can also use AI to add creations from you can add things from the real world via picture into the game. There's a lot to be said about Enzoi. There is. The ideas are neat. But supposedly it still has a lot of problems, and it's actually kind of pissed. Just looking right now from today, early access game spent. This is someone not recommending the 2.6 hours. Early access game spending dev time on DLC when core features in the base game are missing or broken is a huge red flag. I'd go back and pass on this one. But also, fascinatingly enough, the DLC is free, it looks like. But yeah, that's a thing. I don't have an opinion on this game. Haha, AI bad. Yeah, I get it. I don't inherently disagree, but it's a Sims like, which I do want to add. Funny enough, news that I heard recently: Sims 4. EA came out and said we're not making another Sims game because the years of expansions would be gone out of people's pockets. So Sims 4 is the last Sims.
The last Sims.
Maybe I'm assuming they'll update Sims through Sims 4. But they're not making another Sims like that because surprisingly, EA being the good people are we're not doing that because if we do that, there's decades of DLC. Not decades. I'm being hyperbolic.
Decades.
But if you've ever looked at Sims 4, DLC wise,
DLC.
Oh yes, I own some of it. Believe it or not. If I wanted to, oh my god, there's 98 DLCs. And most expansions are $40 and cosmetics are $5 to $6, I think. No, they're just $5 each. So yeah, even EA is reasonable, believe it or not, with The Sims. Oh, there's $10 stuff, $5 stuff, and $40
$5 stuff, yeah.
But expansions are 40 or 20.
40, yeah.
What? Oh well.
It's a 10% discount if you have EA Play.
Yeah. So that's really cool. Next was a Fate Trigger trailer. If you're wondering what that is, it's that you might have seen it on Twitter. It was that battle royale where the boobs were in the first person view, where the girl jumped and looked down, you could see her breasts.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was that game. Next was the 7 Deadly Sex Offenders game. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never watched 7 Deadly Sins. All I know is someone called it that, and someone explained it to me yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, all yeah, and I was like, okay, you know what? Sure.
Although the stream I was watching, the guy was just yes, 7 Deadly Sins, woohoo, yeah. He said after season 3, don't watch.
7 Deadly Mids, in my opinion.
I think from what I understand, I think I watched maybe a season and a half, and I just dropped it because I didn't really care enough. But and I supposedly missed the best character in the whole thing. But I think the main protagonist is that blonde kid, and he's 30 or something, but the main love interest for him is a teenager, I think. I don't know. I never really paid attention to the age of the characters, but I feel I was this character seems kind of young, but this one's supposedly in his 30s. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's just another anime game based on something that I don't really care about.
Exactly. I just find it funny.
One day I'll actually look into it and see if it's actually true.
I'm not watching that. That shit's
I'm not watching it either, but I'll look into it.
Next we had the Xbox handheld, aka the ROG Ally with an Xbox logo on it.
Yes.
Trailer that just showed Moonlighter 2. Moonlighter 1's really good. Moonlighter 2 is looking pretty fun. Want to play that?
Yeah. I mean,
It's a cute little indie game. It's fun.
I do love how it is just a ROG Ally that just
with an Xbox
here's a little Xbox with you get just a sticker,
sticker and a button.
Yeah, and it's like, aha, look at us. We have an Xbox handheld. It's like, no, you fucking don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Then
But
there
hey,
was
enjoy your time.
next was Enshrouded's expansion. I wrote down
Yep.
Enshrouded expansion update thing. Where do I remember this game from? And that's what I had to say about it. Do I own
got
this
nothing.
game? Is this something I own? No, it's not something I own. Yeah, I feel that. Enshrouded. This looks like a game. Holy tree. Holy level up tree. Okay, it's like a survival crafting game. There we go. Okay, that's all I have to say. Which I could tell
Okay.
from the trailer, but that's all that the thing kind of added. Next was AoE 4 PlayStation announcement and adding the expansion for the Chinese factions are being added with that DLC or with that drop.
I think
Doom.
so. Yeah.
After that, they had the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 Forge DLC. I thought that was going to be like a Forge smithing, like standalone game, and I was like so tempted to get it. It looked really like fun and like a vibe, even though I know damn well it would not let you play as a woman in a game like that. But no, it was just Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 DLC. I mean, it looks good.
I think yeah.
I hear that game's good.
I'll
play it one
I
day.
hear the game's great. I think because I think the main character's like father was a blacksmith, so I guess they're kind of going back to that. I don't know.
Nice.
I was like, I almost bought the first game like multiple times, but I didn't. And maybe if one day I should. But
Maybe. Cold Lamb expansion, which, by the way,
yes,
Isaac knows because he and I sat one day and I was like, we're going to go through my entire Steam library. Kinda, which was funny. Due to my
one
filter.
of these days you're gonna get to it.
Yeah, get to a, as they say.
Get to a.
Yeah. What filter do I have? Games and software? Is it maybe tools? Oh, it's tools. Okay, sorry. My Steam was doing something weird because I was trying to look something up. Okay, I see why. Cold the Lamb expansion. Yeah, as Isaac would know, I talked to him about the idea of throwing some stuff in for like YouTube. And one of the things I wanted to do was maybe play like roguelites as like a side thing to the main content. Just to have like that put out at all times. Cult of the Lamb is also one that I have beaten that game, but it had multiple DLCs and I have not played through them. And that would be kind of cool to add. And now it's having a big expansion, and that gives another good reason. But yeah, just figured I would add that. That's something I'm very tempted. After that, they had a WoW expansion. I got very bored, and I skipped all of that. I didn't watch a single bit of that. I didn't watch a single bit of that. Don't care.
It's a neat video, but like, you know, it wasn't the most exciting compared to the other ones.
Yeah, it's an expansion cinematic. Blizzard does crazy cinematics. Oh wow.
Yes, it's crazy how a lot of these MMOs have like dope ass cinematic. You know, like Star Wars: The Old Republic did. DC Universe Online's intro cinematic. Cinematic is cool.
I just found something out. Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, no, you know. What'd you find out?
So the next thing was Project Spectrum, and it looked very cool. Apparently, it is made by the people that did Delta Force. I did not know that.
Oh yeah, they brought it up in the thing. They're like, oh yeah, Delta Force is next.
I think at that point, I was talking to my mom on the phone and just like watching things at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Then there was World of Tanks Heat. Well, actually, no. To talk more on Project Spectrum, it looks really cool. Yep. I like it. It looked like a very neat and cool concept. I don't know if it's supposed to be multiplayer with how some of that went down, but it looked cool. But yeah, next we have World of Tanks Heat. Was cool, I guess. Yep. Don't really have an opinion there. Then Ghost of Yotai.
Yeah. Yes.
More
Ghost
gameplay.
Of Yotai. I am excited for that. I am fucking ready.
By this point, I was already talking to Isaac and finishing up the Gamescom because I finished it late. I slept through Gamescom, woke up late today. And they announced Legends being back, which is awesome. We still haven't like played through Legends fully on just in general. because it was going to be me, Keeg, Isaac, and our buddy Jake, the one that I said had muscular dystrophy. All four of us were going to play the game, but Jake is always kind of not around sometimes, and Keeg is always busy. So
Yeah, it's always kind of interesting getting like a co-op game with Keeg because he kind of follows a certain like way of doing certain games. So like getting him to play something specific is a little weird.
yeah,
It's like he focused on getting things done, which is like very respectable. Like
Yeah.
good on you for locking in and getting shit done. Some people really need to focus on doing that, but yeah.
Is there anyone in particular you're talking about there, Isaac?
You.
No,
straight up you.
definitely not.
Yeah, I'm joking. No,
No,
I'm
but
not
you
joking,
are kind of true.
I'm joking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
My theory that I have, which is a
Yep.
crackpot theory, is that Legends is coming in 2026, and I have a theory that they didn't give a date in 2026 because I think Legends dropping, they're gonna pair with the PC port. Because Yotai comes out this year, right?
Yotai comes out October.
Yeah, so my theory is that it'll be later in 2026. They'll drop the PC port and it'll have crossplay, so then they can get like the most player base. Because of course Legends came and had crossplay, but like it was far after the game's life cycle. And I think
My theory
have fun there. Yeah, go ahead.
is it's gonna drop 6 months after the main game comes out, and the PC port's not gonna come out till at least a year, maybe 2.
Maybe.
It's
I
always
think we
hard to
might just
tell
see
right
more
currently.
Sony ramp up and
Yeah.
multi-plat, because they
like,
see Xbox isn't giving a fuck. Like they're both supporting each other at this point. They're not even competition.
Yeah, exactly. Which
So
is great.
like,
Good.
why hold back? And I know Sony also has fully recognized, especially with Helldivers and other games, that the PC market spot is it's free money. Quite literally, just free money. And with the new heads that are up there, I think they're very well aware of that, and they're going to be pushing for that to happen faster. Because
Well, yeah, if anything, it'll most
better.
likely out a year because, like, I think Stellar Blade was a year. Spider-Man
Stellar Blade
was a
was
little over a
weird
year.
though, because I feel like Stellar Blade's big issue was the dev team was kind of odd, for a lack of better words. Being that it was a South Korean dev team, it's the people that make Nikke.
Yes.
And I think it's just they have a lot on their plate, so then porting that to PC when like Nikke is playable on PC, but like porting a game that's specifically made to be as graphically intensive and just like look and kind of play how Stellar Blade does from just PlayStation to PC with a team that has mostly made like, mobile games, I feel that probably had a little more time. Also, they wanted to add extra goodies because then you also have the double dippers that you can get from.
Oh, yeah.
By that I mean the goons that just want to buy Stellar Blade on PC and have nude mods. Play the game like that because those people exist. You can also just watch porn or read porn or
get a girlfriend
porn.
or something.
Yeah, or get a girlfriend. I mean, that works too.
Yeah.
Well, even if they have a girlfriend, they're still gonna want a goon.
Fair enough. I get it. Sometimes.
But yeah, that's that. But yeah, no. Ghost of Yotai, I'm excited. I'll play it when it comes to PC. Much like Death Stranding 2. That's where I'm at.
Yep. Day one. Let's go.
Then we got Resident Evil Requiem. More stuff for that. It looks amazing. Did you see that cutscene to gameplay transition? That was so fucking smooth. Oh,
I love that with
my
like
God.
current games. It's like everything's in engine, so like
well,
you
it's
can
like
see
the
whatever.
RE engine itself. It's like every time Capcom releases another game on that engine, they improve upon the weak spots of the last game.
Yeah,
and you can really tell that. So I like the next Devil May Cry game that they make is going to be fucking insane.
Yeah, whenever that happens.
Yeah. I think that was it. I don't really think there was anything else.
There was I'm pretty sure
there was one
more
thing. There was one last thing. It was Black Myth Zongxi?
Zongqui?
I believe Jeff pronounced it correctly. I think it's she.
Yeah.
It's Chinese, so hold up.
Yeah.
Pronunciation.
Zongqui is if I remember, he's like the king of ghosts or something.
Something like that.
Or like a ghost hunter. But it seems to be like either like some kind of expansion or a continuation or just another game entirely.
Yeah.
But we talked about Black Myth earlier, so or how we feel about it.
Exactly. So it's like they were making this big announcement. They're like, one more thing from devs that got another lot of Game Awards, and I was like excited, but then I'm like, what is Team Science?
I was like, who?
Yeah.
But then I heard a rumor that like Black Myth was gonna be there, or those devs were gonna be there, and I was like, I completely forgot about it until that moment. I was like, oh yeah, they said
I
they
was
were gonna be
excited,
there.
and then I wasn't. I was like, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah. I had no idea what it was gonna be because I was like, okay, it's not gonna be anything PlayStation because allegedly like they're getting us something in September around Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so it's not gonna be them. I don't think Xbox ever does one more thing, so nothing from them.
They had
like,
Call
okay,
of Duty, so they were already here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I was like, okay, so what is it? What's it gonna be?
Yeah, and then we saw it and we were like, oh.
Yeah,
okay.
It's like, okay. Like it means something to some people, so good for them. I'm happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like overall, I think the show itself was good. It wasn't like
there was like a lot of good stuff.
I have like there's a lot of good stuff. I'm not like I was like, oh my god, I didn't
a
get
lot of anime game, Souls like, anime game, Souls like, roguelike, anime game, roguelike, Souls like. An anime game that's also a roguelike and a Souls like at the same time. I don't really think that was there, but it's funny to say that.
Yeah. I'm at the. It's like they already revealed like some of the stuff that was gonna be there anyway, so I was like, okay. Which was something surprising, sure, but like I wasn't like blown away.
Yeah, me neither. Kind of indifferent.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I think that kind of calls it for the show. We talked about Game Awards. We really don't have anything else. We kind of filled our weeks in. So
it is Luna and
it was still a 2-hour show.
These are the downside. We are the yapping two.
When it's just the main hosts, it's gonna end up being this. And the biggest problem is Isaac and I, and Isaac is more. I will say you're more settled and like cohesive. I am all over the place, which is why I could never do First, I wouldn't want to do a podcast on my own. Second, I could never do that shit because it would be all over the place. It would be constant derailing, constant going to another topic real quick. And yeah,
you should do it one day.
One day?
just one to by yourself entirely.
No, I should just start. If I started streaming, it would just be fucking.
Oh, there
cracked.
you go. Yeah,
it would just be me swapping topic after topic after topic.
That's the move.
Yeah, I guess so.
Get to streaming and then just go.
Yeah.
I think the one time I streamed, because it was back in the day when I was gonna stream Until Dawn, because like none of you guys had like a PlayStation at the time, and like
I wasn't included on that, unfortunately.
But I streamed, I think, DC Universe Online. I had a kind of clickbaity title. I got like 50 viewers.
Wait, what the fuck? Okay. What was your title? What is?
It was like, because I made a Captain America tune. It's like a tune in MMO is like is that a character from something else, like another property. So like I was like, I'm gonna make a Captain America character just for fun. And I did it, and I made the title because it was just a test stream to make sure the audio was good and stuff like that for you guys. Yeah. And it was just like Captain America on DC Universe Online with like a question mark and an exclamation point and another question mark, and then I got like 50 views, and I was like, okay, that was cool, and I never did it again. It was just me.
Got those 50 views, and that was it.
That was it. And it was dead ass. I got a follower too.
On Switch, bold.
But I was like, it was just me yapping about like random comic stuff at the time.
That's kind of epic, honestly.
Yeah. But it was also like very early in like PS4, like so it was like
So they had that streaming app, so you could just see
Exactly,
PS4
yeah. You could
streamers.
see PS4 streamers, yeah, and then there's just like Twitch was around, of course, but it was still like not as popular as it is now. So it was just it seemed I don't know. It seems like Twitch's algorithm to find people is kind of weird. So
Yeah, Twitch has a fucky algorithm.
yeah, so
Look, I don't go on that site. I get berated with 80. I will go and watch someone, and I will get 6 to 7 30-second to 1 minute ads back to back. And
yeah.
I'm just like, no, fuck this. No, I'm not fucking dealing with this.
Yeah. Do you have any other closing words before we start
Closing
yapping about
words.
something else and we talk for like another 2
No,
hours?
we're
about it?
not. We do need the closing words because the episode is over. Well, I will be uploading this tomorrow. Hopefully, I will also be getting my next parts of God of War out. Sorry, no update on that. But sometimes you get a little behind on things, and once we get to that, done with that, maybe we'll have something else. Though, like I said, I do think, as I mentioned before, I do think I'm gonna have some roguelites that I might play through on the side of God of War. Because I mean, if you're having one channel and you're just putting out one game at a time, that does, there's not a lot of variety. But right now I'm just like picking up a backlog of videos, and I figured, hey, why not? Maybe try out some neat indie games. I always like the idea, which I do, going back to Gamescom, I like that Jeff Keighley seems to really care about the indie space.
Yes, he is a very big, because he always brings attention to it. He's just like, this indie game here is great and I love it and
I like that because I do think
Yeah.
indie is the future whenever it comes to games, because these big studios are getting to be a little much, just a little much, just a little little too much. And yeah, so see everybody on the next one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.